evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully everything is working. We have just set up the lobby. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, lobby is all working now. So we're here in iRacing for the evening. It's our last practice before the Nurburgring 24 hours, our biggest challenge we've ever done in iRacing, I think it's fair to say. This is going to be way more difficult than Daytona, our previous 24 hours, because the track is just absolutely brutal. Here's Ollie going around at the moment in the Mercedes AMG with a fantastic livery from Cine, as usual. But we have something special coming for you tomorrow on the livery front. Cine can let us know more. Evening everyone in chat, evening Faye, I never know how to pronounce your name. Faye J? Evening Alex T, Melty, Arco, Barry, Sean, Lars, Melty, June in the house. Evening everyone. Zen here. Zen, we're going to need you tomorrow for the fuel. Otherwise we're going to... I don't know what's going to happen. Evening Frank, Martin Craig, and Martin Sharty Alton. Yeah, I saw the Google mods were out in force. Evening Andy as well. Welcome along everyone. So yeah, this is it. Our last practice, and this is really difficult. I mean, there is absolutely no room for error here. Especially when you get into the Nordschleife and properly into the forest as Ollie is now. I'll try and switch to a different view for you. There we go. You can do that on the wheel. What a livery. Hey George. Yes, Melty. So we're doing the Nurburgring 24 hours tomorrow. A little wind noise there. Hopefully the sound is all okay, by the way. Let me know if the sound is in balance. I need to get Ollie and Rory on the line. I've just been faffing them out.
I was completely different in this temperature.
Here are the boys. Ollie and Rory in the house.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
Good. Just admiring the track temp.
Yes.
Low.
Frosty.
Are we on Charlie's setup or are we on...
I'm on Charlie's setup.
Cool. What's the initial thoughts?
Like it.
It feels exactly the same apart from... For me, it feels the same apart from the Schumacher races. They're a lot nicer.
I think it's generally just a bit safer. It's not anything massively different, but step in the right direction. Yeah. So Rory, you're the only one out of us three who's done it before.
Yes.
How would you encapsulate the iRacing Nurburgring 24 hours?
Probably the most special yet stressful experience you can have in sim racing.
I decided I'll stay out
incredible.
here.
So it's completely different to any other one. Probably the only thing that comes close is Bathurst. So it's like Bathurst on steroids, basically, twice as long and twice as dangerous. But about 4 times as long. So yeah, it's going to be good though. Nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be worried about. We're
Thank
all
you.
good.
So much June for the $5. Good luck with the practice, mate. Here's a warm up for tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for the good luck because we're going to need luck in our favour, and the longer we think about the wall, just the better, I think.
Yeah, that's all we need to do. It's not too much about, time really. Time does matter.
Your
Only
exit's
matters
clear.
till you
Don't
crash
cross
in
the
the
white
wall.
line.
I'm really not looking too worried about the lap times for this. They're irrelevant in a way.
Yeah, if we're comfortable in the car and keeping out of the wall, I think that's going to be huge in this race. Absolutely huge. Because Ollie, you were saying that if we do have to tow, anyone else to tow is going to lose a lap with the tow.
Yeah. It won't complete the lap for you, so you'll have to get the tow, which will be about 8 minutes, and then you have to get the fix, and then you have to complete the lap again where you crashed. So it's just vital that if you do get a meatball, you try and bring it home.
Yeah, otherwise you're going to lose 2 laps, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, well, you'll have to go back to where you were, which is on this track a long time.
But you also need to be. So we just need to keep our head if one of us does crash.
Yeah.
Because this track is going to be very busy. So we'll have to make a decision reasonably quickly whether we do tow or not.
Yeah. The spotting will be key if we've got a crabbing car or something.
Yeah, we'll have
because
to
you know
tow
if
the
it's
cab
crabbing,
as well.
we need
Yeah.
to tow.
And we can
Or
let
if we're
we
in
can
danger to other cars, we need to tow.
we can PM other drivers coming up the road and let them know we've
Well, you
got
can-
damage.
Yeah, you put the car number in the chat, can't you? Talk to everyone and say, you know, driving back, bad damage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. This is
Tough work.
the biggest. This is the most challenging track I think I've encountered in iRacing. It's brutal.
Yeah, it's the most treacherous in the entire world, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if anyone in chat's got any questions about the race or what we're doing, let us know. We can answer all of your questions now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before it's game time tomorrow.
Yes.
I think, are we yet to decide
Yellow flag,
fuel? Are we
caution.
going 6 laps of fuel, like Charlie suggested, or are we just going to play it by ear?
I don't know.
I think we should go for full tank first. Like first stint, full tank, just to make sure. Then we can adjust it on the fly, because we don't want to underfuel ourselves for no
What
reason.
we also need to do is go to Twitch, because there's a race starting this evening, isn't there?
Oh, I'll be watching that. Yeah, I'll be
So-
watching that on iRacing. Don't you worry.
See how they do.
laps- Yeah, so fuel, you know, let's do some benchmarking. Or copying, whatever you want to call it.
It's a fancy
I love
way of
that
saying
in
copying.
business. Yeah, I love that.
I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna do my first lap in these cooler temperatures, and it's she's gorgeous.
Nice.
I must admit, sometimes I will just practice in, like, turn it on like morning and just have a little cruise around the Nurburgring. It's sad. Something special about this place.
Oh yeah, that's cooler. That's with a full tank.
I think it was 18 degrees, I think.
Yeah, that's what crew chief said.
What's Ollie just put in? Nice.
Oh, very nice that time, Ollie.
Yeah, that's well with a
Full tank,
Full
yeah.
tank. That is
Very nice.
that's very good. Very happy with that. Hopefully, I'll get better and better. But these are the temperatures going to be driving in, apart from the last stint. So you know, this is quite good.
Curious, have you done any night running yet?
I've done a tiny amount, and for me, it's quite dark in the actual Nautical Life bit.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I think light times are going to drop there, at least for me anyway, just to be
And
safer.
running, I'll probably need to do that.
Yeah, it's not Daytona. Oh shit!
No.
Bit like that.
But also, guys, it's the same for everyone, so don't sweat it too much. Just bring
Yeah.
it safely round every time.
Yeah, 100%. Every safe lap we do is just another lap to
Closer.
closer.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Exactly.
look at it. Let me pause and catch up with the chat. Let me just move this window so I can see it a bit easier. There we go.
Oh, that was
There
sexy
we
through
go.
there.
Jackabs, is it a different car skin for this race or just not using for practice? I don't have it applied on whichever team I've signed up here, but we have a special livery for tomorrow that will be using that. I don't think it's been unveiled yet, but we've had a sneak peek. Sneak peek?
a sneak peek.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a new
yes.
phrase, but I like it. But it's a tribute livery for Sabine Schmidt, who was the undisputed queen of the Nurburgring.
She was indeed.
Ari says, what's the weather conditions for tomorrow's race? It's dynamic weather. In iRacing, you don't have any rain, so that means that it could be foggy, could be misty,
I hope
could be
not.
hotter, colder.
I
Yeah.
think it will. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a like it is now, just sunny with some clouds. It's not going to be.
Yeah, we hope,
Anything like
but
that,
it is dynamic. So I guess we'll see what happens with the race this evening, and that'll be an example of it. Theo is Zeno. So Theo is in this lobby is the person that's made our livery since day one. Team
Yep.
Rock.
I think Lars has dropped it. I see.
You
See
gonna
those
catch him?
times tumbling.
YJ, what would be considered a good quality time here? So the VRS guide that we all use, I think, did an 8 minute and 8 seconds.
Yeah, I think we could get between 8:10 and 8:16, I would say. It's probably quite a good one.
Yeah. In the race, I think just the lap times won't be massively important. Technically it is a multi-class event. So we're in the fastest class in GT3. There could also be GT4s, which I've encountered in practice. There could also be Audi TCRs, I believe.
Yeah.
Which are really slow. They're like kind of like the Audi TT in GT Sport in terms of the setup. But I don't know. What do you reckon? Have yours been multi-class before, Rory? And have you ended up with different cars?
I don't. No, I think they've just been GT3, but I think we've got to acknowledge that it's got a lot more popular over the last year. So
100%.
the likelihood is we might get some cup cars or.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's also they've changed the classes for this year, so they are a bit nicer. There's a bit more variety. Obviously there was no GT4s last time, so
Okay.
GT4s are a new class to the game. So yeah, it may appeal to more people. So we may see more of that.
Yeah. JJ, it's full team rock tomorrow, so Charlie's going to be racing. Charlie's going to be streaming, I believe, between the hours of UK time, 2 a.m. to I guess 8 a.m.
Yeah, I think I take over at 8. Yeah.
We're gonna have Charlie tomorrow. Charlie's tweaked the setup for us like he did at Daytona, and it's not a revolution, but I think it's a helpful step.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel a bit less
Death.
bitey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank, why not set the training lobby to be at night? Good point. I guess I'm still kind of bedding into the track, so the more I can see, the better. And at night, we'll just have to dial it back
It's
a little
better
bit.
to learn it in the day rather than night, I think.
John, so the race is going to start tomorrow at, is it 1:30 or 2, something like that? Maybe 2?
I think a lobby opens at 1. There'll be a 30-minute practice session, or an hour, something like that maybe. I don't know. And then there's going to be another 30 minutes followed by 30 minutes quali, and then the race will start. So it gives you plenty of time to get your practicing and stuff.
And the quali session is going to be a little bit unusual to what people might have seen before, Ollie.
It is, because you just do unlimited, you can just keep going round and round. So the game will reset you at the back straight, so that you can just, if you crash, you'll reset back there and you just get to do the lap again.
Nice. April Ryder had a few Stellas. What's everyone drinking? I haven't got a drink with me today, but I'll be able
Courage. That's what I'm trying to drink.
I'm sure we'll all be having a beer as soon as our last stint is done, because this is going to be demanding. This is going to be much more mentally demanding than Daytona. Daytona, you can basically switch off for large swathes of the track. You can't really switch off anywhere here apart from maybe the Dottinger hair. But other than that, you just can't. You've got to be switched on 100% all the way through.
Yeah.
This is a big one.
Don't you just love it when you outbrake yourself into turn number 1 of the Nordschleife?
Oh yeah, classic.
And you lose a second. Brilliant.
Classic.
Thanks for that.
Oh, this is a good lap again.
Nice.
Happy stuff. If I could just drive these temperatures, I'd bloody love it.
What time will quali temps be?
Pass.
I don't know.
No
The best
one
I've done is an 8:16. I haven't seen anyone set a sub 8:10 in any lobbies I've been in.
Okay.
But I think if I can get the 8:16, I think we'll be in the top half.
Yeah, I think to
At
be
least
honest,
maybe.
quali is not mega important here in terms of
No.
you know, a lot of people will start from the pits, I suspect, back at the train. Oops.
You couldn't really blame them.
Yeah.
Bob says, Ollie, what do you think of the new Fanatec news? The mini direct drive, absolutely, honestly, just destroys everyone, really, doesn't it?
Game
Like,
changer.
yeah, there'll be no point buying a CSL Elite or a, Club Sport. It's pointless, isn't it? If you can get a
Obviously, it's
direct
not for
drive.
PS4 and PS5 yet, but that inevitably will.
No,
will come.
they will definitely sort that. They
Yeah,
will
licensing.
definitely sort that.
I think it's just to get it to market, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's obviously easier to do it Xbox and PC or whatever they've got it for.
Same license for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at, if you're about to buy a wheel, unless it's a podium, you might want to hold off.
Yeah, I would hold off for now.
Bear in mind also, if you do go down the Fanatec route, you're only going to get the wheelbase. You'll have to buy your own wheel separately. So it's not quite competing in cost with, you know, say a T300, but it's a direct drive.
Product.
It's direct drive, yeah.
Direct drive, yeah.
Huge, really.
Yeah, the other, you know, Thrustmaster and that must be thinking, oh no, that's us done.
Yeah, they'll be having board meetings, I imagine.
Yeah. It just cements Fanatec even further into just the go-to for certainly our market. If it's just PC, then you know there's other things that creep in. But if you do both, then or just console, you've got no other option.
I think definitely if you're kind of moving up from entry level where there is a lot of competition to what might be termed enthusiasts.
Yeah.
You know, this kind of going direct drive at a relatively low price point just wasn't an option before.
Nope.
So that it blows it wide open there.
Nice, Frank. He's bought himself a podium.
Nice, Frank. That's
Cool. Podium.
You'll
Yes.
enjoy that, buddy.
It's the big one.
Yeah, that's the big boy one.
Gene. Oh, I tried to. I should probably read your comment at the beginning and straight, not at the end. Almost flipped over my front. Okay, with all this new Fanatec stuff going on, would it be better to wait to get a wheel for PC? If you're PC only, it depends. Well,
I think they'll get it for PS4, PS5 before they release it. Again, they've not said anything about when it's going to be released yet. They just said, you know, this is what we've got. So I think they'll get it on PS4 and 5 before they give you a release date.
Oh, I thought people had it.
what?
As far as I'm aware, I don't know anyone who's got it.
No, it's just announced yet.
It's just been announced. I don't know anyone who's got one.
Oh, so all those videos that I've seen.
No, they're just people
reacting to the news.
They've not actually got it.
Oh,
They're just reacting to it.
I might do one on the new Apple iMacs.
Yeah, I'll do one on the 2024 version.
I'm just going to tell you what I think of it.
Someone asked about
GT3.
using Thrustmaster pedals on the Fanatec. You can do all of that, I think, with a drive hub. It's a piece of equipment. I don't personally have one. Some people in chat might.
I've heard horror stories about Thrustmaster pedals.
It's not officially supported, so always at the whim of a software update.
We're trying to get my hands on one of them as soon as they come available.
Mm.
Oh, that pre-order list is going to be long, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very expensive product. It's still £350, and you need to get a rim. So the cheapest setup you can get with it would be about $550 with a P1 rim.
Well, the pedals as well, so you are going to get, again...
Yeah, and the pedals. So, again, you know...
You're looking close to $1,000, I would have thought, for a decent mid-range if you're going V3 and stuff.
Yeah, so unless you're ready to spend £1,000, which is quite a lot of money, then I guess it doesn't really change things. But if you were looking to get a CSL Elite with V3 pedals, I reckon that does change it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't know what it means for the CSL Elite, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if they phase it out.
I think they won't do another wheelbase with gears or belts anymore.
Because it will just be more efficient for them.
It would just be pointless.
Well, all their tooling will be to make this wheel, and from a engineering perspective, it won't be profitable to have two going. I don't know what it means for the club sport.
They'll stop making it. I think the CSL Elite wheelbase has been out of stock for what, a month now. Just a wheelbase. I don't think they'll do it. I think they'll stop making them altogether.
Once technology improves, isn't it? Then there's no need for this sort of stuff.
I imagine DD is more reliable as well. Less moving parts, no belts, no gears, anything like that.
Yeah,
Literally
it's
just
like the electric car versus a petrol car type argument, isn't it?
yeah.
There's just no moving parts.
Oh, come on, lads! I want to see some times put in.
I'm coming.
I've got to do a clean lap.
I'm on my third.
Bob's in the chat saying it's over for belt drives.
100%.
Officially over.
100%. It will be.
I think there'll still be a market for gears because they'll be entry level.
I don't think they will Fanatec. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, no, Fanatec won't. They don't do a gear drive anyway, I don't think.
Yeah. You get your gears from Logitech, you get your belts from Thrustmaster. But Fanatec, you know, because if you read the press release, they've said that because of their the way they use CNC engineering and stuff like that, they can just make the direct drives at that price point.
Yeah.
And if other companies aren't tooled up to do that, they won't be able to.
Sector 1 is 1.7 off the pace.
Yeah, very exciting. And you know, if they were to update the pedals to make some proper high quality pedals, that would be, you know, then be dangerous to bet against Fanatec then, kind of being the dominant supplier.
Well, I haven't seen any. You know, I've just got the standard CSL Elite pedals, but V3 pedals, I don't know. We'll have to see what they're like, but yeah, only you could comment. No, I suppose you boys have both got V3s, haven't you?
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah.
I think you've got an even nicer set of pedals somewhere. So you can,
I did.
Okay.
Don't anymore.
You can compare them against what the PC boys run.
These are the best pedals I've used.
Oh, nice.
To be
Okay.
honest. But then I am probably unconsciously biased
Yeah.
because I'm a Fanatec bro through and through.
There's a reason why you're Fanatec Pro, because you like their stuff.
I liked it even before I worked with them.
Yeah, very exciting news that.
Yeah, I saw a
Absolutely.
racing driver tweet about, I can't remember who it was, but he tweeted about the Mini Direct Drive, and he said he's going to sell his podium to get one, because he says there's no point having that over a certain new meters of torque in the wheel, because it's not what it'd be like in the cars. So he's literally going to sell his podium to get one of those, which is a mad thing for a racing driver to say. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
if he's saying it, then you know.
I was speaking to Super GT when the news broke. He's very keen on the detail in the direct drive. It's not really about the force, it's about the detail.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
And you know, you're going to have that with this you know, mini podium, whatever they're calling it.
I think I run mine on 8 newton meters of torque anyway. So
Yeah. I don't know what the CSL Elite wheelbase does in terms of.
I
How
don't
much?
think that's far off.
5 or something?
Is it?
Yeah.
No idea. I just ran it on default, so whatever default is what I'm running.
But yeah, I don't think it's about the strength. I think it's about the detail mainly. So just because it's got a lower newton meter output doesn't mean that it's not a good in detail front. Nice bit of cloud cover here, where I am on the track.
I love that dynamic weather.
What do you make about the Olympic news, boys?
Oh, the
I
GT
think it's
Sport
amazing.
stuff. Well, it's very cool. I'm not sure how they'll work it. I don't know how you can work that into an Olympics, but they're going to do it. So
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be an Olympic. It's probably one of these associated, you know, exhibition things. But it's still very cool, and it shows that, you know, the credibility that Gran Turismo has. You know, it's the only, as far as I'm aware, FIA accredited series. Now it's Olympic accredited. I know all the iRacing and, you know, proper sim fanboys don't like it.
What they should do is look at the bigger picture.
And what it's doing for sim racing generally.
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll be going to the GB trials, so I put my ticket to Tokyo.
They'll look at my resume and say you're all right.
I need to stop doing that.
Setting mega quick lap times, Ollie.
Nah, it's the damn chicane. Oh, binned it. I've actually just binned it.
It's alright.
Oh my god.
That's what we're here to do.
Man, I've done like 3.5 laps.
Yellow flag.
No!
That's what we're here to do. Here to practice.
True. Oh, that. Oh, I've done it again. Oh no.
Bob's saying
That was
that the
pretty
F1 wheel got redesigned. I didn't know that, Bob, actually. That's a Fanatec F1 rim. I was not aware.
Oh, she's seen better days, boys.
Yeah, I think, Barry, you were tempted as soon as it gets licensed for PS4.
I'm sure they will.
Such a huge market, it'd be crazy not to.
Exactly.
And they're already in that market as well.
Yeah, I mean, if they've got licenses on their other ones, that'd be fine.
Yeah, it was the Fanatec GT World Tour last weekend at Monza. So, you know, it's pretty cool to see Fanatec sponsoring that.
How cool does that look?
Yeah.
With the big, with the shades across the top.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
And all around the track as well. So, you know, it just feels legit. They, you know, just feels like they bleed motorsport, which they do, and they're blurring those lines between the real world and the sim world, which is not a bad thing when it comes to quality of equipment.
Off the pace.
Nope.
Never.
Sorry, Snodcumby. I was trying to read some chat on the straight. I think tomorrow we're really going to have to be looking after the chat when we're not driving, because...
Oh, no. If you're driving, you are not looking at the chat.
I think even down the straight, it's just...
You'll literally get a slap on the wrist if you're looking at the chat.
Hey, Marcel,
Yeah, I think
it's
Charlie did that once.
starting tomorrow, we think about 2 PM UK time. Ollie will be streaming.
I'll start my stream about 1:45, something like that, 1:30, just to make sure everything's up and running. Oh, shit sticks. Oh, nothing to see here. Absolutely nothing to see. Yep, cool.
Sorry?
Yep. Woo.
Just
Just.
didn't sound interesting.
Lars has dropped it and all.
That's a good lap by Lars, and whatever car he's in.
He's in the BMW.
Oh, what, in the M4?
Yeah.
Oh, how comes he's purple then?
Don't know.
That's weird.
M4 GT4. No?
I hope not, because that would be very quick.
That would be. That doesn't even. That seems extremely quick for a class behind.
What time's he done?
It's an 8:19.
This is on quali fuel.
Yeah, but even still, mate, that's.
Let us know, Lars. I know you're watching.
You're sandbagging.
I hope he is his, Lars. Oh, he's GT3.
Yeah, GT3. Ah, trying to have us on. Oh, what's Winchy as well? He must be a GT3 as well, actually.
Lars and Winchy, are you guys doing it tomorrow as well? I saw you did the Spa 12 hours. Pretty cool.
Don't talk about that.
Oh yeah, what the race never happened.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
I still can't believe I lost 100 I rating from that race.
Mate, it's all part of the plan.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all to make it a little bit easier for us this weekend.
Strategic.
You never know.
Yes, no, absolutely no breaks. You know, mentally this can be tough. I'll say physically it's not tough. I've got a karting 24-hour race in about a month, and that will be physically tough, but mentally, I mean, we are simulating driving a GT3 car around the Nurburgring, and iRacing tries to be as authentic a simulation as possible, so, you know, it's really difficult.
Exactly. Yeah, rip my keyboard, I remember that from Spark. That was a good thing I had a spare one.
Casualty. So yeah, our first 24-hour, boys, since Daytona in January, and it's almost May.
That was our introduction as well, wasn't it? Like, that was our introduction, which is quite you know,
The car in front
feels
has
like we've
just
been
done
doing
a
it for so long
21.
now. Doesn't it?
Yep.
Welcome everyone in chat, who's just joined. Yeah, it does. Probably because we did it every weekend, mate, for like 3 months. We did about a year's worth, if we're honest.
Yeah. Well, and then as soon as we didn't have a weekend of iRacing, I just didn't know what to do. It was weird.
You were that meme.
Yeah.
You're just sitting in the swimming pool.
I'd start talking to my wife.
Oh, gosh.
Horrendous.
Tough
My,
times
my
indeed.
condolences. Although I see your wife made a good choice for you with manufacturers, Rory.
Yeah, she did a good job.
I haven't seen your video, but I will watch it. Are you happy
What
to
do you mean you haven't seen my video?
your FIA video? Sorry,
I've seen it.
Rory.
Good,
Me and
thanks.
Chloe
Ollie.
watched it.
I haven't. I'll have to pull over and drop a like.
Maybe you can. Maybe I know she misses his birthday today, Kira. So maybe you can
Oh,
sit down
yeah.
over dinner. And say I've got
Maybe.
you a present. It's a
Happy
video. for
birthday,
Rory's video, yeah.
Mirror.
I think that would go down like the coldest of sick.
Cold pig.
Yeah.
She's not a fan of my content. It's fine. She that person who leaves a dislike, is she?
I could
She's- It's like 10 seconds into the video and it goes, Rory's now, if you haven't liked or already subscribed, then hit that bell icon now. And she's going, oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck you, because of that.
Get the old count dislikes. Oh, I've binned it in an unusual place. Wow.
Gentlemen, we need to not bin it.
Someone says about their specs. Oh, I like reading specs. i7 10-1700K, nice.
Oh, is it spec
Yeah, I
chat
got
in the
that.
chat?
Yeah.
Oh, I love a bit of spec chat.
What else? 32 gigs, 32. Mate, that's basically my PC. That's basically Rory's PC.
What,
you basically got a part-
Frank's?
Yeah, that's basically Rory's PC.
Nice.
Mine is slightly different because I've got a Ryzen 7 3800X. Same amount of RAM. Same graphics card.
I suspect you have a 10 terabyte hard drive though, not a 10 gigabyte.
10
10
terabyte
tera?
hard drive.
I suspect.
That is mad.
Does that come in a suitcase? That's
I
massive.
would rather have like a 2 terabyte and then an SSD. I'll be honest with you, I barely use my hard drive.
I don't. I just slammed
I
in
just use my
NVMe's.
Yeah, it's just pointless.
And
I barely use them. I got 2 SSDs actually.
Yeah, I've got 2 as well. I just thought you can always move stuff to external storage, but when you're editing, you want your storage to be as fast as possible.
Well, exactly. And I record in 4K. You have to have an SSD for when it's doing it. Otherwise, it doesn't write quick enough and it gets all jittery.
I hate that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go into pits, lads, because I want to see just how much this damage is going to cost us. So if let's just say we get some damage here. I'm going to see how much it affects top end as well. How much is this?
Was it a glancing blow into the metal?
I hit the metal. It wasn't hard. It was probably did about 30, something like that.
Okay.
So it wasn't crazy, but you know, I want to see what the damage is because I hit it twice in the end.
Just a good measure.
A minute and 6.
I'll take that. Any contact we have, I'll take a minute 6 all day long. Yeah, so for context, everyone, when
times
Jimmy
okay.
Broadbent did this race last year, unfortunately he crashed in the first 2 or 3 laps?
Something like that, yeah.
And then Ollie, you were saying that the car was about 10 seconds a lap slower from that point, so
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
there's no second chances here. It's not like Forza where you get literally get a rewind button.
Yeah.
Yes, they did still finish it, and that's what we're going to do, whatever happens.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy on to bigger things tomorrow in Brickcar with Praga. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Been doing all the prep, got his license. Very excited to see how he gets on. Could be absolutely huge for sim racing, and I can't think of a better ambassador than old Jimmy.
Yeah, the OG.
I was saying to the boys when Jimmy came to Club 100 a couple of years ago, he started off and was near the back, but very, very, very quickly he was on the pace. very quickly. And racing gates people that have been doing it for 10 years, and he looked like he'd been there as long.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I was literally about to say, Geekmaster says, don't do an ollie from last week. I see you.
Noted.
But that was that was completely not your fault, Ollie, wasn't it? There was some around
there was nothing I could do. You know, they were absolute idiots. Just absolute morons in that. So frustrating.
Different mentality, we hope, that being a kind of, well, in comparison, almost a sprint. Whereas we hope that people are going to have aerial cell preservation.
Yeah.
Considering it's 24 hours, unless they're just going to want to go hell for leather at the beginning, and if it doesn't work out, they'll do the 4 PM. Yeah, sure. I was karting last weekend. I did 2 hours, and my neck was killing me. I've never had my neck kill me as much because I've always been relatively kart fit.
The leader has just done a.
But taking so many months out, yeah, his neck muscles are going to be. It's very unnatural to work on your neck muscles. It's not an area you naturally strengthen anyway. But when you go into a car or kart, you really have to use your neck muscles to keep your vision straight. So we'll see how that works for him. But he's been working out. He's had a plan from Praga. He has the build of a sports driver anyway. He looks like a sports driver. Quite stocky and low centre of gravity. Yes, Nosk, I'm trying to keep off your grass. Yeah, Jordan, this car really doesn't like the curbs. I've been doing a Driver 61 course. I haven't actually been able to do a lot of it because it's been so busy. But I did have a session today with Peter Zuber, who I believe is a Hungarian iRacing driver, extremely fast. And he was telling me to use all of the curbs, and I was just saying, I don't think the risk is worth it, Peter. I know it's faster.
Yeah. So I don't think you know what you're talking about, Peter.
Well, I think it's definitely faster to use the curb, especially after the carousel. But especially in this car, this car really doesn't like the curbs at all. So we give them a wide berth, especially when it's night time as well, and you can't really see them as clearly. No. Someone spun in sympathy. Hey Phil, hope you're well. It's just something off Amazon Latte. I hope you like it. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, you can. I've angled it so it doesn't blind me.
I noticed that in your video. That was nice.
How do I get on that thing, Kieran?
Send me a picture, and I will upload it.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll do some for tomorrow.
Consider it done.
Oh, it's just a picture there that puts on the thing. That
yeah. So Rory, you're sorry, Ellie?
I said sorry. I was going to say I'm going to have to get some night practice in. I didn't even think about it. I'm definitely going to have to get some night practice in, aren't I?
Yeah.
In the morning, you'll be fine.
Yeah. So I'm going to drink BRB.
So you're going out first, dealing with all the carnage like Daytona.
Yeah, I will do my best.
It's going to be intense. We'll have our best spotting
Yes.
duties on. Oh, Lars is on a good lap, I think. Yeah, it's going to be
incredibly close, isn't it? Me and Lars are 3 1,000ths.
Wow.
But then you said he's on a good lap, so it might have just been his bad lap.
Yeah.
Fastest lap for Anderson, 8.
Should we say Rory's got to dial it back a bit, driving like a savage lately? I think Rory's our coolest head.
Yeah,
in the team.
I have been. I've been leaving it in somewhat recently, so to speak.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 21 Celsius.
Especially the other night on iRacing.
Do you feel like you know this track kind of like the back of your hands?
I don't know about the back of my hand. I'd say I know it now. I feel comfortable enough to attack it.
I saw someone in chat saying the corners all look the same, and at the beginning they definitely do, but they might look the same, but the way you approach them and the corners that are after them are very different, so...
Here we go then, boys and girls.
You're
On board with the fastest karter I know.
Don't know many karters then, mate, do you?
Right. Do you know what? I'm literally thinking about this.
Yep.
I've kind of let the team down already, and I'm going to explain to you why. Do you remember when we did really well, Kira, when we got P1?
Yep.
Right. Do you remember what I had before? Does chat remember what I had the day before?
A litre of Yazoo or whatever?
Chicken balls.
I had some chicken balls, exactly.
It's not too late.
We had the option tonight. Of having Chinese with chicken balls, or fish and chips with curry sauce.
I thought you were going to say you had the option of ordering chicken balls for your Chinese and you didn't, and I was about to just exit the lobby in disgust.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But we went with fish and chips because do you know what? We just hadn't had it this year, which is really nice.
Throw a Savoy in there.
Oh, I know. What I have is I have chips, curry sauce, and a battered sausage.
With a fish?
No, I don't like fish.
Oh, so you got one sausage? That's quite a light. That's a relatively light meal from a chippy, I'd say.
You reckon?
Is that a short batter sausage or like the jumbo one?
No, just a regular battered sausage. It's quite a lot of chips.
Actually, that's pretty light, mate. That's almost a snack.
Woo.
Yeah, I go in on fish and chips.
The thing is,
though, I don't like fish.
No.
What
it's literally French fries swimming in my feces, so I'm not interested.
Okay.
No, it has. That's what fish do.
You should clean your fish tank out, mate.
Yeah, it all goes somewhere, doesn't it?
I quite like fish and chips. I'd even throw a pie in there as well on top.
Oh, I like a pie.
I'm going to treat myself, pucker pie.
Like a pie.
Chicken and mushroom.
Oh no, I'll go steak and Stilton maybe.
I've always wondered the kind of people that order a pie. I just think I found two lads that do.
I mean, what's not to like about it? From a chippy.
I don't know. It's just if I'm going to go out and like have some sort of like kind of takeaway food, a pie is not something I think of.
Broaden your horizons.
Goes through my head.
What?
When I'm in takeaway mode.
The thing is, all right. I'll speak back properly. So, the thing is with a pie from a chippy, right? Cooking a pie is a bit of a pain because it takes a long time to cook, and it's very difficult to cook a pie at home in an oven without burning the top crust. And difficult.
A glimpse of Kieran Kelly Rye being on
Yes.
position.
Thanks, Ali, for the £2. Evening, lads.
This one.
Ali knows about a cocktail.
Corkscrew.
Oh, Ali, yes.
Yes, he does.
But if I just, so when you go to the chippy, you know that pie has been gently warmed probably all day and the night before, and is optimal.
Bacteria is
on point.
Thriving.
So I think yes, I'd much rather order a pie than make one myself. I rest my case.
Is Ali's gaff available for drinking at yet? Ali, are you COVID safe?
Are you COVID safe, Ali? Bob just asked a very good question.
Yes, sorry, go on.
He says, what is pie? Pie in the USA is a dessert, sorry. So, American viewers are thinking...
You're thinking cream pie.
Rory, it's only what? It's 7:30 or something, right?
Don't turn this into something else. Don't turn this into an 18 plus drink, Rory.
America is the home of the cream pie.
Oh my god.
Right. Good night.
Rory, if you went on Mastermind, would your expert topic be cream pies?
It would be. It would be.
Dangerous.
100%.
This is a good point. If you went to Google and image search pie, what would it come up with? Well, you got the American cream pie or a proper
I
pie.
wouldn't Google that if I were you.
Pie.
To be honest.
Nah.
Cream pie.
I wouldn't Google cream pie. I wouldn't Google cream pie.
Oh my god.
I would Google pie. Shaun, he says 3 + 3 = pi. There you go.
Yes. I like that because
Pie
there
squared.
is some mathematical stuff going on.
Cream pie r squared. Absolutely.
The other thing I say about pies, as a West Ham
P4.
season ticket holder,
Sector 3 is
yes.
4.4 off the pace.
I am indeed. But a pie at the football or a pie at the rugby is, for me, one of the best things you can get. Especially, Ollie, we're live now. Jesus Christ!
It reverberated around my ear.
Blew one of my eardrums out.
What rugby team do you support?
I don't.
Oh no!
Well, I loosely support Leicester, but I actually see Harlequins a lot down at Twickenham, where I used to.
Do you?
Yeah.
Big fan of going to the stoop.
To the stoop.
Yeah, I like the stoop.
I only go to the big one.
Yeah, I know. I'm not surprised.
But when it's really cold, you're at the football or the rugby. You know, it's like 2 degrees and it feels like -10. You're freezing, and West Ham are like 4-0 down at half time. A pie is just like so good because it's hot. It's nice. And you eat one of the little wooden forks.
The guy ahead's last lap time is at 8.
See, I mean, there's a reason why I race for Freibentos Racing. I mean, you got to race for a team that you share values with, I think. And,
Feel passionate about.
yeah, passionate about the brand.
Close to you.
Yes. Yeah, I'll maybe I'll order something tomorrow. We've got a 50% Uber Eats voucher, which is like gold dust. They very rarely do that.
You got to make the most of it.
Yeah, and I suppose it is a big day tomorrow. But you've got snacks ready, Ollie, right? You pre-prepared with the snacks?
Do you want me to go through what I've got?
Yeah, if you don't mind doing dealer inventory.
Right, so I've got one of those snack munchies, right? Which is obviously the, you know, the 60p ones from Tesco where you get like 10 munchies in a packet. Everyone knows what munchies are.
Go on, Winchy, mate. Go on, yeah.
Right side. Clear right.
First we've got here, hang on. I'll do a bit of ASMR for you.
Okay, like it.
We've got a packet of Haribo Gold Bears, which are just fantastic, really, for just munch them.
Can I ask where you went Gold Bears and not Tangfastics?
In the chat, in my Discord, it's a pinned message for me to get some Haribo Gold Bears. So
Okay, fair enough.
So much, in fact. I bought 2 packets.
Mad
so
man.
there's 2 right there. I've also got some Galaxy Cookie Crumble.
Oh yeah, they're very nice.
I really like a Galaxy Cookie Crumble. They're so
Rate
good.
that.
Shaunsy says, is it sugar-free? You don't get this much cake at bloody eating sugar-free, mate. And then I got some Dairy Milk giant chocolate buttons, but the orange ones.
Oh, Winchy.
Nice.
Left side. Clear left.
I've got a real mixture.
If you're enjoying this food chat, do feel free to drop a
Hit
like
that
or
like
even a subscribe. It'd be great to have you for more food facts on the channel.
Absolutely.
Because Winchy. What about you, Rory? We're all in anticipation. Or are you going to keep it a secret?
What's that? What snacks I've got?
Yeah, snacks / meals lined up. Pasto's going to be involved, presumably.
Well, normally I go Domino's, but I don't want to go mad before. I don't know when my stint is. I can't remember. But what I don't want to do is eat too much and potentially fall asleep at 8:30.
Too much cheese.
Yeah. But if tiredness was no object, I would probably go Papa John's barbecue base, all the meats.
You know what, Rory?
Just done
Papa John's have been going a bit rogue. I haven't personally ordered, but I have seen they have been doing 60% vouchers. 60%.
Insane.
They have broken through, a bit like Fanatec with the new DD. They've broken through, changed the game.
You've just compared a pizza to the new direct.
Well, it is.
wheel.
It's disrupted the market because obviously 50% off is, you know, no one should be ordering a delivered pizza at full RRP. There should be a 50% voucher somewhere. But to go 60% is, I think, a real game changer from Papa John's. On the clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, hands down the best pizza.
Papa John's.
Not the best sauce.
No, what are they doing with that sauce as default? I'm sorry, but who actually? Anyone in chat? Anyone who's had a Papa John's, whether it's in the States, which is a lot better by the way, or in the UK, if you like the Papa John's garlic butter sauce, please do make yourself known so we can ask you some questions.
Chastise you.
Yes. And if you're enjoying this kind of relaxed practice, let us know because we can do more of these. We've never actually done one before. But we do all practice together before the races. So if you want to see more of these, we can stream them if you say you want. Yeah, we'll get sponsored by a different fast food company each time, and hopefully get a free delivery maybe out of it. It'd be very nice.
That would be very nice.
I saw you know chicken shops. You got your chicken cottage. You got your KFC. I saw the other day. I saw a Chicken Valley.
Oh, there's all sorts. Yeah, there's all sorts.
Chicken. I've never seen Chicken Valley before. I don't know if that's a rebrand.
But they'll be in the same like font and same theme.
Yeah, it looked like Chicken Cottage, but it was called Chicken Valley.
Have you been to the Chicken Palace though?
No, I have not. Where is the mythical Chicken Palace?
So the Chicken Palace, right? I had a few sherbets one evening.
Okay.
After work, and we ended up in Tooting because I lived near Tooting at the time. And
on the old Broadway.
It was on Tooting Broadway. And it actually is this. I believe it's the location of the original Chicken Cottage.
Oh, that would make. I like the lineage there. I like that.
So what it's got is basically a chicken palace. It's absolutely ginormous. And I walked out of there
Track limits,
with
this lap will be
my normal
deleted.
chicken, which was delicious. But I also walked out of there with a mini chicken bat. Chicken cricket bat. Yeah. Chicken cottage themed chicken bat.
Oh, they do merchandise.
Yeah, and a little. Do you remember those Coca-Cola footballs that you used to get with your McDonald's? Probably before your time.
I don't, but
people
yes.
In the chat will understand. One of those, chicken inspired. Great times.
Presumably you framed them or something on the wall.
I didn't. I think I left them at the young lady's house.
Okay.
That I was staying at.
Okay. Well, I'm sure she's framed them, so.
She's absolutely pleased.
I'm sure she did all sorts with that apparatus.
Rory, you are just an absolute liability.
Honestly.
If you want more of this, make sure to tune to Rory's channel 8 a.m. on Sunday.
8 a.m. on Sunday morning.
None of that, thank you. But yeah, absolutely amazing chicken cottage.
Shawnee said he frequents a place called Liquor Chick, which is a.
Sorry?
They knew what they were doing there.
Liquor Chick?
Yeah.
Crikey. Get Rory down there.
Dean Natman, I actually don't like.
Going,
I don't like ginsters. Something about ginsters doesn't sit right with me. Not a fan.
No, you're only after the quality item like the Frey Bentos. Or
yes, exactly. Ginsters, the fact you can eat it hot or cold, I don't see it as a good point.
The fact that your pie is airtight is a concern to me.
What, Frey Bentos?
Yeah. Is it airtight? I suppose it is.
Yeah, it's got to be, because it lasts for what? Is it 650 years or something? So,
what?
Well, the expiry date doesn't really go off, so yeah, slap it in there, vacuum sealed.
That's just.
Well, they're obviously controversial.
Are we doing 6 laps here? Or 5?
Big pun?
Are we doing 6 laps? A stint?
I've no idea, mate. I've just been
talking. You want to try and get to 7? I think it's 7 you want to get.
Oh no, I've had my foot on the loud pedal the whole way, mate. I thought we were going 6.
Well, how many laps have you done?
5.
And how many laps you got remaining on your fuel?
1.5. So I'm about to complete my 5th. So I will come in at the end of lap 6, which is almost 7.
Okay, I thought we'd be going 7. Okay, that's shorter than I expected.
It's good intel what happens when you actually finish a stint. I'm glad I can bring that to the team.
Yeah, congratulations for finishing a stint because I haven't yet.
Hang on, I'm not there yet.
Try and do some tomorrow.
It's always promising.
Although I would say Lime Rock Park, Ollie, we didn't have the best practice. I think we both crashed, and then we got P1. So maybe that's just the way we roll.
Yeah, well, just thank the chicken balls, I think.
Yes.
The mystic chicken balls.
Maybe it was the actual chicken. Sorry.
So Max Verstappen is doing this.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not in this session, but yeah, he's doing it.
I'll be surprised.
He might be in our split if he pairs up with someone that's like minus 3,000 iRacing.
Yeah,
could happen. That guy I raced with in Club 100, he's in top split iRacing, so he'll be racing Max then. Driving for Yas Heat, some sort of esports team. Sponsored by Microsoft.
Dubai-based one or whatever they're called.
I think so. They have two teams. One sponsored by Microsoft, which he races for, and there's another one sponsored by someone else. Thanks, Balaz. Good to race with Charlie again tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So in terms of stints, I think I'm going to go late into the night UK time. Charlie will do his stint, and then Ollie's going to be up early UK time. So that's how we're going to bridge it.
Early.
Yeah, that kind of works for us because I'm a bit more of a night owl. And I think Ollie's a bit more of an early bird.
Bit of a mixture of both of us. He used to, work nights. So
burn that candle at both ends.
Yeah, I'll do whatever's required. Baby.
I don't know if it's track temps, but this is the most comfortable I felt in the car. It might be Charlie's setup as well, but it's miles different to when I first got in this car at this track when I thought, this is going to be interesting.
I did find this a bit understeery.
What's your BB? What's your BB?
No idea. Don't know. No, I do know what brake balance is. 56.1.
Okay, if you decrease that, you make it a bit more oversteery, I think. I actually wouldn't tweak it now though. But I'm on 57.5 to make it a bit more understeery. Actually, I don't like the oversteer.
Come on, you twat. God.
Oliver.
Sorry. It's frustrating. Little mistakes.
There are going to be mistakes tomorrow. There's no point. We can't go in thinking it's possible to not be in the wall at least once. I think it's going to happen.
Just want to minimise mistakes. That's all.
Each lap we do without a mistake, another one we can tick off.
Yeah. Did Ali confirm if we can go for drinks at his establishment? If we can, I think we should organise that.
Yes.
He did he? I don't know.
I have to confess, I didn't see.
Social at Ali's place.
Yeah, we'll try and book an area at Ali's.
Yeah.
Just randomly went half a second quicker in one sector. I didn't think I did anything different. It's a bit weird. Take it. Sorry, Andy. I apologise for my teammates' language there. But,
I blame the Norwich life. Don't blame me.
Trying to catch up with old Winchy here.
Look how close all these times are.
Oh, there goes Winchy. So I have actually driven this track in real life, weirdly. It's the only track in racing I've driven before, but it doesn't quite feel the same in the game. I'm not sure what it is. There's no real benefit having been there, so.
Off the pace.
No, I haven't driven it. I'd like to.
I think you will, mate, this year.
Yeah, hopefully we all will.
Hopefully so.
Depends how EU gets on, but we're looking very good here, I have to say.
A crash. Is that the Mercedes that span or flipped over Balaz at Le Mans? So I was slow getting your joke.
Was it? No, it was Webber, wasn't it?
But he was driving a Mercedes, wasn't he? Wasn't it a Mercedes Sauber?
Yeah, GT. I was thinking about the GTR one.
Ah, a wild Rory appeared.
Hello. I would say the other way around as you appeared out of the barrier there.
I made an unscheduled stop.
No, I was laughing. I've just stuck it in a wall.
You gonna reset? You gonna reset or carry on?
I'm just
Your
gonna.
fastest lap for.
I need to go back. I'm gonna crawl back to the pits. So if you'd like to go, you can go.
I'll bump you.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, I got a 4x for that.
You can't catch me, son. Yo!
Oh. It's like the Fast and the Furious Cologne edition.
I'm gonna drive like my
On your
wife
left.
does.
Clear left. On your right. Clear right.
Sorry, Rory. Why?
It's okay.
What do we do
Don't
now?
worry. I can just reset.
Okay.
Look.
No one saw that. We didn't. Nothing happened. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
We've become incredibly clumsy, haven't we, Rory?
Right.
I'm going to try and drive back with this car just to see what the damage is like in the pits.
Oh.
But yeah, Rory's the one who opened up the service. Thanks, Rory, for arranging that. And
No worries, guys. You owe me 50 cents each.
Yes.
For your participation.
I'll have to, yeah, try and find that.
Try and find that down the sofa or something.
Oh, this is annoying. It's reset my fuel.
Yeah, it does that. It does that. So you get to a heavy car.
Oh no, it's done me tyres as well.
You'll never know.
Oh dear.
Imagine the cooler temperatures, it should be okay. Don't wish to alarm anyone here, but I'm about a third of the track through. I'm 2.5 seconds up.
That sounds good.
So this is looking a bit sexy, this.
Take that.
So hopefully, track is green.
Yeah, that was a funny moment, Mikey.
I can see you and Rory on my relative, and I'm slightly concerned with your shenanigans earlier.
No, nothing happened really.
Oh, I just lost
swapping a little bit of paint. Yeah, Martin, is that the one where John Cena is the Rock's, not the Rock, Vin Diesel's brother? It seems like a little bit of a stretch, but I'll still watch it. You can see why they've delayed it though. You know, it's a box, it's a cinema type movie.
Yeah.
And they can just keep it on ice basically.
Where they're going to make.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Oh, that was close. Didn't like that.
Next, Gene says track temp last was 21 degrees, so heating up a little bit. Yeah, weird to think this time tomorrow, gents, will be about 6 hours in or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that
Get the car.
That was 4 minutes repairs, Rory.
Was it?
Yeah, it's quite actually. Sorry, that's 4 minute optionals, no required. It's quite a lot there. That says the cast is too perfect not to watch Fast and Furious. Not sure about John Cena, but I mean that cast is a legit family. Yeah, it's all about family with Vin Diesel.
Always.
Yeah, I mean they're very transparent about the Fast and Furious. They say it's kind of, you know, easy to understand fun, and fun that the whole family can go to cinema and see. And I agree. It doesn't have to be massively cerebral. There's big stunts, big cars. You know, I rate what they've done with that franchise. Obviously, the OG Fast and Furious, that was a hell of a movie.
Untouched, really.
And obviously, special shout out to Tokyo Drift as well. You're remiss not to.
The exit's clear. Stay behind
Never
the
liked
white
that
line.
one. I've got
The
to be
wheels are
honest.
still on.
Whoa.
Disengage it.
Never liked that one.
Well, I guess a bit divisive actually then.
Yeah, just annoyed me that he got a car for free. Right, lads. I'm praying I can finish this lap.
We talking a 10 second or something?
Oh, we're close.
Nice.
We might get it. We might get it.
I mean, that's very good. If that's not on quali setup, you're only going to go faster in quali setup.
I'm on quali setup now.
Okay. It's still
I
very
was going to say, you sandbagging. you made me really quite nervous.
Well, the 816 was normal setup, but this is this is quali setup now. Oh, I've got 2 litres remaining. Oh la la.
Sure, not a fan. I can't stand the Fast and Furious films now.
I'm kind of the same.
Let us know why.
I think they're really comfortable viewing. I think they peaked around Fast and Furious 5. I enjoyed those.
Oh, lads, I'm so sorry.
12.1.
2 seconds off.
What? How did that
Right.
happen?
Get back to work. I'm gonna go get my dinner. Unos momentos, por favor.
I don't think I can go. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I can go much quicker than that. An 812 flat is.
Well, don't worry about it. It's what it is, and
Absolutely.
we'll see where we quali. And like I said, quali is not going to be massively important anyway. So
Well, I haven't seen anyone go that quick, but we are in much cooler temperatures, so we'll have to see what temperatures there are when we get in quali.
yes.
Hopefully, it won't be too bad.
So obviously we've got to do the game and chat everyone. What do we think Rory's gone for dinner? I'm going to have to go past. Well, is it going to be a bake on Friday? I'll go past the bake anyway.
Quite warm, isn't it? So maybe like a casserole or anything.
Okay, Ollie's
Oh,
going.
if they had a pie.
I think if he was having a pie, he would have said when we had all the pie chat. Sean's going stir fry. See you, Gene.
Take care, Jim.
Hope it's all going well with your kitchen or your cabinets, whatever it was last time. Very exciting.
I like what you did there, Paul. I see you. I see you, Paul. I see you.
George saying, is it ever not pasta? I think you could be right, George. I actually think you could be right there. Interesting to see we've got an off split tomorrow. Maybe some familiar faces. I mean, we've raced lots and lots of people. I saw old Idris was out practicing earlier. 2.6 I rating, Idris. Very good driver.
That's some high I rating now. So how many laps have you done?
I've no idea, to be honest. Lap 6, it says.
I like 8:24 was your fastest in your first lap.
Yeah, I kind of peaked in my first lap.
You peaked.
Peaked on your outlap.
Yeah.
Hey, here he is. What is it then?
Oh, I've got I think it's chicken pesto.
Oh, that's pasta. That's pasta,
Oh,
right?
that's pasta. That counts.
pasta.
Yeah, that's pasta. That counts.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
We've got
George, the streak continues.
The streak continues.
George, I hope you got some good. I think quite a few of us did. How's bingo going to work, George, over the weekend? Do we have multiple cards, or?
Is he the quizmaster?
Yeah, George. I think he owns bingo.
Oh, I've also got a new emoji thanks to George.
Oh, nice.
For my live stream. I've got the meatball flag.
Nice. Well, hopefully we don't see that one, but if we do, it'd be very appropriate.
Yes. Kira, if you've got the thumbnail glitch.
Oh, is it all pixelated?
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh,
Doesn't matter.
I thought it was Key's Photoshop skills.
No.
No, I think it's. I've seen a couple like that, so here's what it is.
That's a weird glitch, isn't it? I was not like that tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it in pixel art style. Actually, I'll preempt it.
Right. So, let me update my members. Here we go, the badges.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen some
GG,
fancy
George.
KRT 2-month badges in the chat, so thank you to all the members. And a bit crazy to think people have already hit 2 months.
What are the badges about, Kieran?
There's Sean repping a 2-month. Just length of tenure, really.
I know what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they? What's the theme? What's the?
Oh,
my eyes aren't good enough.
It's just my logo. I just did it all in just put them all together for 1 month, 2 months, and they keep going. Different colours.
Kieran, can you pick me some intro music? I know you're a big music guy.
Yeah.
Music guy.
I need some music in my life.
What kind of what vibe do you want to go for, Rory? Your intro has like the TV style like ticker, doesn't it, in the top right?
That's about as creative as I could get.
What kind of what music do you want to go for? Death metal or chill pop?
I don't know. Maybe we could ask chat. Chat, what can I do for my intro? Cool, you're casting better days, Kieran.
I can't now. Is it damaged?
Yeah, you've got no boot.
You're breaking his heart.
I've got no boot. Really?
Yeah, I smashed your back doors in, didn't I?
Okay, you're not on.
Whoa!
You're not on replay.
Him again.
I hope.
My goodness
Ollie,
me.
you need to take your brain out the gutter.
It's not me.
Ooh.
You're the one saying it.
But Rory, have I honestly got no boot at the moment? I'm about to go on the big straight.
We'll see. Yeah, see if you got a difference at the top end.
I'll be amazed if I've got no boot. I'll be honest.
I'm looking at you, mate. You've got no boot.
And I'm on the Dottinger hair now.
And your bonnet's broken as well.
And I'm on the Dottinger hair. Coming onto it.
No.
Okay. Where am I on your screen?
Oh, now you're on a Dottinger hair.
Okay, and I've still got a broken boot.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, my delta's going up massively. Oh yeah, thanks Rory.
Pull yourself together, man.
I'm gonna have to go back and see where I damaged this. Can't really think it.
Oh, have you boys seen next week's races, by the way?
Yeah, I can't wait
Yeah.
for it.
Daily Race
Really?
C should be interesting.
No,
My goodness
Is it
me.
Group 1 at Spa?
Oh, I can't stand Group 1 cars.
It'll basically be a Toyota TSA 51 mate
Can't
though.
stand them. They're so bad. Oh god.
Do they do something to you, Ollie? The Group 1s.
Oh yeah, I've got some bad memories.
Watch your speed.
Just don't like him at all. Just don't like him at all in Gran Turismo. Utterly pointless.
Yeah, it's a bit of a broad class. It
Yeah,
doesn't
isn't
really
it,
work
Chip?
as a class.
Yeah, it's just exactly.
And
Very broad.
Harry, it's an open session. There's a password. I think I pinned the password to this live chat, but session is completely open. Yeah, so yeah, I've got 3. Okay. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I don't think I reset my car.
After the damage. What's the what's got it? What are you going to get when you get in?
It's 3 minutes optionals.
Oh, is it? Oh. Oh, damn. Don't wait to see if anyone's going to beat my time. Bring it on, lads.
Thanks, Rory, for letting me know about my damage.
My dommage.
Oh, yeah, I've got no back. All my groceries would have fallen out. Request a new car, please.
I noticed you've got a default livery, Kirif.
Yeah, just running default until it's a big day. I get in the training kit for the practice, and then I put on the real kit on game
The
day.
training kit. No, I like it. I like it.
Pit exit's clear.
Barry's saying daily races are
Disengage
becoming
limiter.
repetitive. Yawn. Ah,
Yeah.
El Nil's jumping in. Good to have you, El Nil.
How you doing, El Neil?
El Nil kind
so
of
chat-
sounds a bit Latin. Like El Diablo.
Sounds like an artist or a bullfighter.
Yes. But race B next week is a classic, so
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
yeah, that will be
What is
packed. Group 3 at Red Bull Ring.
Oh, see you later. Who's that?
What happened?
Someone just span in front of you. Arco. Big old spin that. Big old F. Yeah, FIA is kind of saving GT Sport in terms of the races at the moment, but it was very good. I enjoyed this FIA race on Wednesday. Good one to come back to, I think. Different strats.
I think a grid start would have really made it special.
Oh yeah, 100%. They need to make grid starts in GT Sport. They just do. Or closer, or just closer when side by side rolling start rather than a.
Yeah, I think especially when in my second race between 4th and 11th was like 1.5 tenths, and that's pretty tight. But then the penalty for whoever's at the right at the back is huge. So the grid starts in iRacing are very bunched up in comparison. So I think more grid starts would be cool, especially as the penalty system's a bit less sensitive.
What's the team session called? What's it, Team Rock?
I think if you search Rock, it'll be the only one that shows up. Team Rock practice, something like that.
Or if you go A to Z on hosting or host, you'll find my name.
It's the big man himself.
Hi.
The big man himself.
Don Rory.
Yeah, so you kept it in third there, Kirif.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go. This
Yeah,
whole
it is
section
absolutely,
here.
and this as well.
Yeah, keep it in third gear, mate.
Thanks, Jason.
Do you know my nickname when I was younger was after the guy in Lockstock called Rory Breaker. Have you seen that film?
Tea Smoking Barrels.
Yeah.
I can't remember it. I think I've seen it, but I can't remember.
What
Do
film?
you like a good Guy Ritchie movie though? His latest one's quite good actually. Can't remember what it's called. It's one with Hugh Grant in it.
Oh, that was brilliant.
It's a really good movie.
I don't like him as a person.
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah. No, oh, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. I was thinking of what's his Quentin Tarantino. He's so weird, that bloke.
I think you've got to be to dream up all this stuff.
Yeah.
Auteur.
That was a brilliant film. I can't remember. Me and Chloe went to watch it in the cinema, and we just it was just a brilliant film.
What was the last film you guys went to see? Okay.
Oh mate, I can't even remember last time I went to cinema.
Oh, Tenet, because it came out.
Oh, you did it? You went to see it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Tenet.
Don't understand it.
Christopher Nolan.
I question anyone who understands.
Actually, you know what, mate? I think the last film I went to see was probably Dunkirk,
Good film.
which was his previous film. Actually, no, oh, hang on, whoa.
Was it him that did that?
Yeah, he did it. I can't remember what. I saw something else. What did I see? I can't remember.
The last film I went to see was Entourage. That's how long I haven't been to the cinema.
Entourage?
Yeah. Don't tell me you don't know what Entourage is.
I thought there was a TV series called Entourage that people raved about. I never watched it.
Yeah. It's the film version of that.
Okay. I never saw it.
It's amazing.
Winchy says his was the Maradona film.
Can't say I know that. I don't know.
Hilarious or Jurassic Park. That film scarred me for life.
Jurassic Park.
Well, the original, the
new
OG.
one, the new one, terrible. The new one.
Like when I was 8 or something, when it was first out, like my friends, like mum, said, "Oh yeah, do you want to go to the cinema to watch a TV film about dinosaurs?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll have a bit of that. Sounds good." We went there, and I was literally there along for the ride. I had no idea any of this was going to happen. So I was sitting there, like when you know when it starts raining.
Yeah, it all kicks off when the rain starts, right?
Yeah,
I said, oh, I mean, I'm quite conservative as it is. I thought, oh, that could be an issue. And then basically it all kicked off for like an hour and a half. I cried the whole time. I think I ran out of the cinema once. I didn't make the kitchen bit.
Oh mate, the kitchen bit with the raptors.
Classic scene.
Oh.
When it runs into the thing, into the kitchen cabinet when he thinks he's going to eat it.
That is such good cinema. Like that is honestly such a good scene.
For his age, yeah, it's fantastic.
I would say it scarred you. Maybe it left a lasting impression of just general good cinema. Maybe.
No, I was petrified.
Okay.
I couldn't watch Jurassic Park by myself now. I could watch the new one where the bloke's controlling the raptors.
I'm not sure about that. I think that's a bit far-fetched, if I dare say.
They're just terrible.
Yeah, I think
Some films stay where they are. Don't remake them because you just ruin it.
It's going to sound very dry, but the Jurassic Park book by Michael Crichton is an excellent read.
I've heard that's even better than the film.
I actually read the book before the movie, weirdly. It's all about chaos theory and much more about Malcolm and, you know, trying to control... If we create dinosaurs, can we control them, but in a more abstract way?
Uh-huh.
I think that one day we'll be able to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be going.
Oh, I would. 100%.
Have you not seen those films?
Yeah.
They're not documentaries.
That's just film. That's just films, bro.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
In real life, you know, the power won't run out or anything like that. They'll electric fences.
This is, you know, this is Great Britain, mate. We don't... One of the most over-dramatic in terms of safety, I think. So, I you know...
Yeah, and I champion that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'll be going around in like one of those Zorb things in a field. And then
Oh, I
wonder
love
why
it.
you eat
Oh, amazing.
What's your like go-to films that you can just watch all the time?
The Batman films by Christopher Nolan.
Oh yeah, which is your favourite one out of them? Two?
Dark Knight.
Yeah, you got to be.
Just simple, innit? It's just easy. It's just when I went to the cinema to watch that, I hadn't even watched the first one, and it literally I walked out that film. I walked out that cinema just like my jaw was open. The whole thing. I was just like, it was so good. It was so good. Anything with Tom Hanks as well. Tom Hanks doesn't do bad films.
Toy Story.
He doesn't do bad films. Simple as that. You can't name one. He doesn't do bad films.
No, I agree. Mine's a bit more comedy based. I reckon I could watch Superbad a million times in a row and still find it hilarious. Anchorman I can still do.
Yep.
Any of the Hangovers I can probably watch all 3 of them in a row every time. Really enjoy
It's
those.
too often on ITV2 for that. Ruined it for me.
White Chicks, love that.
Oh, don't.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, don't waste your time, Kira. It's bloody
Okay.
awful.
No.
It's so bad.
Getting mixed messages here.
Oh, it's horrendous.
Who do you
It's
trust, Bill?
so
Me or...
unfunny.
I think Ollie's more passionately against it than you are advocating it.
It's just so tragic. It's tragic humour. Like, it's really tragic humour. Like, it's just tragic. It's not good. It's really not good. I'm disappointed in you, Rory. I'm really disappointed in you because it's absolutely trash.
Oh, I love it.
Oh god.
I'm sensing you're not a fan, Ollie.
Oh, it's just terrible, mate. It is honestly. It's like It's one of those things. It's a film that tries so hard to be funny, but you're just sat there. There's not one point where it makes you laugh out loud. There's not a single point. But it just seems to get. It's got such a reputation. I don't know why. It's fucking awful, man.
Yellow flag.
Really
Watch out.
bad.
No. It's got a reputation because it's good.
Oh, don't. Oh, grinds my gears.
Gary Pearson, my man. That's what I'm. White Chicks is elite, and I won't accept anything else. Rory has great taste. Absolutely.
Yeah, Shorty. Congo's a really good one as well, actually. Congo is superb.
Can you name a good scene in White Chicks? What's your favourite thing? Go on. What's your favourite scene online? Go on, explain it. Explain the scene, and then just try and make it sound funny.
Where Latrell is dancing in the middle of the club with the whistles, and then he shags that bloke, and then he comes back in a wheelchair. That is funny.
I mean, it sounds like there could be some comedy there, Ollie.
Right.
Do you not find that funny? The fact that he's been shagged by a man so hard that he has to come back into the wheelchair.
No.
No.
No. No.
I don't know how you couldn't find that funny.
It's cheap. I'll tell you, it's cheap comedy. It's not smart. It's not clever. It's cheap and it's easy. And it's just it's the easy way out. It is the easy thing. It's such a cheap and easy way.
Crazy.
Oh, what's funny? Oh, lad shagging bird, make her in a wheelchair. Sod off.
That was a bloke.
I don't care. Easy.
Well, I think as a Team Rock, I don't think we can recommend it as a team. Can't be on our movie list.
No.
Even if we really do like it. Mate, what's the movie that we can all advocate for, like our official movie?
If you do not like, and if you do not get emotional at Tom Hanks in The Green Mile, if you do not like that film, I do not like you.
I've never heard of that movie. What's that movie?
Not like The Green Mile. It is amazing. It's an amazing film. And like we said, Tom Hanks doesn't do bad films.
What's the premise?
Oh, yeah, it's about...
Ollie, he doesn't do bad films. What about the Da Vinci Code?
I didn't really watch it. I can't comment.
I think he might have done a sequel as well.
Don't know what? A sequel? Well,
Yeah.
I've done a sequel. Well, I suppose it could be that way. But anyways, it's
Green
Green
Mile.
Mile, literally about a group of prison officers that work on death row in America, essentially, back in like the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
And there's this character. He's not very smart. Massive guy.
Car right,
And
clear right.
yeah, he basically gets framed for something he didn't do. But he's just the most gentlest giant bloke you'll ever see in your life. Really caring. And he just does, like, he's got some sort of like mystical powers where he can bring things back to life. But then it takes a lot of energy out of him. And he's just, it was like the scene where he has to go in the electric chair. Oh, mate. Like they've it's like got no choice. Like they have to put him in the green chair. They have to.
They
put him
don't
in the
wet
electric chair.
Doesn't he not wet the thing? He doesn't.
Yeah,
wet
so
the sponge,
yes,
right?
there's one scene where
They're a bad guy in there.
wet. Yeah, it doesn't wet the top of his head in the electrical chair, so it takes like twice as long and causes so much more damage. It's not like instant. And yeah, it's
Sounds pretty deep.
basically. Honestly, you have to watch it because it's such a good film. It's so good. You just can't watch it and not like it. I'm sorry, you can't. It's so good. It's just so.
I think we need Ollie on the board for the Oscars.
Nah, mate. I know film. I know films. I know good films, and I'm telling you right now.
Okay,
That
what's your all-time top three? All-time top three.
Well, it would be The Green Mile's actually my favourite. Very, very, very closely by Dark Knight. And number 3 probably would be Shawshank Redemption, because I don't think you can go wrong with that film. But obviously, being a prison officer previously, though I'm kind of biased towards those two films.
Yeah.
So that kind of, works in my favour a little bit. But, nah.
Solid 3.
You're a prison officer?
Yeah, I was a prison officer for about 3 years, yeah.
Oh yeah. What prison?
Well, I don't know if I don't know if I can go into that much detail.
That's right, no one in chat's going to come hunt you down.
Well, no, but I don't know. The internet's weird.
I suspect specific prison is not necessary.
No.
Sector 2 is 5.6 off the pace.
I won't say, but yes, I was a prison officer for about 3 years. Yes.
Did you upset anyone?
No, I kind of like I had their attitude. Like I'd always like joke about with them and like have banter, and it's the best way to be. So if I was walking down the wing and they'll go morning, Gov, and I'll say morning, you bunch of, and then so on and so forth, and they'd laugh. But if you like kind of like go morning back like that, then they don't really respect you. But if you just joke about with them, it makes the world of difference. It makes the world of difference. So yeah,
Interesting.
It's the way you got to look at it.
Why
honestly.
did you quit, or why did you leave?
Mentally, it was really tough. I had a bend up, which is where you had to restrain a prisoner. He was. Sorry if this goes a bit deep. Anyways, he was self-harming by biting his wrists so that he could get the vein and basically bleed to death. He was biting his own wrist. And I restrained him with someone else. One of the governors wasn't happy with the fact that we did it, because they were like, you know, you could have calmed him down or something. That was like, no, this dude was literally eating away his own bloody wrists. We're going to restrain him. And I just didn't get any support from the governors, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just not going to bother anymore. I'm just like the guy who I was trying to save as well, who was trying to end his own life by doing that, wasn't exactly a brilliant character, to say the least.
Yeah.
You know, there's not many people in the world who'd actually bother trying to help said person. So I was just like, if I'm just going to get stick for this, I'm not going to bother. So.
Very good.
Yeah. So after that, I decided to leave. Start selling cars instead.
Nice.
It's like an interview. I like it, Ollie. It's like Parkinson.
Yeah. Well, any questions?
What cars are you selling? Or can you not divulge?
I used to work at a place called Motorpoint, which sells, you know, everything you can think of. That had to be within 3 years. 3 years. It couldn't be more than 3 years old, and 20,000 miles. It used to be. So yeah, I sold. I used to sell everything. My best month, I sold 41 cars.
Whoa, that is huge.
Yeah, Motorpoint used to pop cars left, right, and centre. Sold my best finance deal. I think I made about $4 grand from
Good
it.
luck.
That's from the deal itself.
You're now
So why else you don't get that?
off the pace. Sector
I
3
think
is
I think I get like 10% from the sale, so I made 400 quid from that one car selling.
Nice.
Plus any add-on stuff like that. So I used to be very good at it. Very good at it. But I left that as well. Thank God I did, because the pandemic would have killed me. There's no way I could have gone through that in the pandemic, like, because it was all commission based. So I'd be nowhere right now if it was for that. But again, I left that because it wasn't a solid income.
Yeah.
I have.
The track temps
I
increasing.
had
It's
one
now
month where I'd earned more than double what I did the previous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So it wasn't viable. And I did IT at college for 3 years. So I thought, Joe, I'm going to do something with bloody IT.
Smart
So that's what I
move.
did.
Smart timing.
Now I work in IT.
Nice.
Fair to say I've had a mixture of jobs.
Life experience.
That's bloody movie I've just dropped. I've just dropped a munchie and I cannot find it.
Well, I wouldn't step on it.
You squashed it into the next level rig. It's probably dust now.
Code red.
It's been sucked into your PC.
It's been sucked into the crevice of my arse.
Did you ever smuggle Monster Munch into the prison in your arse?
So,
not?
No. The smuggling was never.
There's not a market for it.
No, smuggling was never a thing. We caught one dude. What they did was really clever, right? So they made sure they wore the same shoes. Okay. So here this dude would bring in like box in his shoes, and then he'd switch shoes under the table, but you'd never know.
Oh, that wouldn't get past me, mate. I'll be all over that. All over that.
Yeah.
music if you're out there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Isn't it? I paused it.
Spooky.
Oh,
Let's get
wow,
a
that's
bollocking
weird.
chat.
No. Oh, I found it. It's on the keyboard. Shit. Found one, actually. No, Chloe said she's found an advert on YouTube that uses my outro music.
Whoa! You're going to get that copyright strike in.
Copyright on.
Well,
Get them royalties.
I'll be honest with you, lads. It's one of the YouTube free ones. So
Okay, well then, I'll put that as a coincidence then.
hashtag honest. Did I ever take any bribes for smuggling anything into the pen? No. Some guy offered me a Rolex once.
Nice.
He was he had a lot of money basically, and he had like pictures of Ferrari F40s and all that kind of stuff. He actually had a Ferrari F40 without the wing off, with the wing off. And I always said to him, I was like, why?
How did you clarify this? Was it just a picture on the wall?
He had loads of pictures in.
Was he
in
in these
his
pictures,
cell
or
in-
has he just been on?
Yeah, no, it was in the pictures.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
So yeah, he's quite successful, and yeah, he had a Ferrari F40 with his wing off, and I was like, why would you do that? He was just like to do like he used to like to do different things with cars, like be the first person without the I mean, seeing an F40 is rare, but to see one without a wing, well, now that's
I
extra.
suppose that is rare.
I didn't understand that. Yeah, I don't understand that, to be honest. But it was a Rolex. I don't know which one it was, but I can't remember what it is. It wasn't. I don't think he was offering me anything. He was like, oh, Guff, you make me laugh, and you made my time a lot more bearable. Is there anything I can do to?
Oh, this is when he was when he was out. When he was out.
No. It was generally. He's like, is there anything I can do to help you? I was like, no, you don't. No. It's like this is where training goes no straight away.
Yeah.
And the fact he's even offered me that, you write that down.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, nah, don't worry about it. He goes, are you sure? He says, mate, you know what I'm like. He said, I've even got a Rolex in my in reception. When you go in, you check in, obviously all the stuff's in reception. And he says, I've got a Rolex in there. So he goes, if you want one, just tell me what your reg is, and I'll get someone to leave it under your car.
That's you did.
And I was like, no, no, I'm okay. But there's always there's always that bit in the back of your mind that says to you, go on, like, just what's he gonna do with your reg? Like, just tell me your reg. Like, there's a chance of a Rolex here. Like, come on.
You can probably find your address. To be fair.
Yeah, but I didn't bother, obviously, and yeah, but no, that was genuine.
This looks a bit sketchy, boys. It's making me a bit nervous, you two.
Hold your line.
What's that?
We're just jostling.
With
Hold your line. Clear right.
Old Harry. That's alright, don't worry about that.
What else could they put on the car as well? That's it, you don't know, Sean. To be fair, it wasn't that much of a high. It wasn't an A-rated prison.
He's bumped your back bonnet.
Okay, but the wing's okay, right? Or the wang, I should say.
Yeah, but
mispronunciation.
Because the rest of it's mangled.
Okay.
I genuinely do believe as well, like, I genuinely do believe he would have put a Rolex under there. Yeah, I genuinely do believe he would have done something.
I don't know, mate. I think he did the right thing. It seems quite improper for a prisoner to, like,
no, of course. But
given what's happening at the moment with, like, UK politics and
no, that was 100% the right thing to do. I never would have done it in a million years. But you just think, you do always think to yourself, what if? It's always a little thing to pay.
I don't know how much a Rolex is even worth. What is it, like a few thousand?
I don't know.
The lowest ones are about five. So the Submariners are about $5,000, and they're like they're the ones you probably make the most money on. The Submariners, they're entry-level Rolex, but you get them in like different colours, so you can get ones because they make a limited run of Rolexes. That's why they're so, because they're very good at how much they release. So just do limited runs, or not limited runs, but they limit how many they manufacture. So you've got to be on waiting lists for like 2 years for like.
I had no idea. I thought you could just go out to Argos and buy a Rolex.
Oh, no.
No.
I've had the same watch for 15 years. I still don't really wear it. I only wear it for karting.
And I bet it's a Rolex, even though. Cheers, Daniel. He says he likes the practice sessions. Keep them coming.
Nice.
No worries. If I think of any more stories, I'll give you a bell. So.
Yeah, I do like. I've got. My parents bought me a tag when I was 21, actually.
Tag Heuer.
Yeah, tag Heuer. I've had that for 14 years now. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it.
Tag Heuer, they're nice. Those ones you can buy, but they are nice. Tag Heuer stuff is just really nice.
Yeah, I really like them. They're not too kind of showy, but they're nice. What I'm worried about is Harry is actually writing push as he's pushing me down the dust to her.
On your right. Clear right.
I failed to see how this can go wrong in any way, so we'll roll with it. Oh, my delta's looking good. Yes, please. I never know where to brake here, really.
Don't know. I bet it makes it even more tricky with him right behind you.
Yeah, can we just enlist Harry tomorrow to push us around the ring? Will that work?
Yellow flag.
Have you seen the new IMAX? I know I mentioned it earlier.
I haven't. Are they coloured?
Oh, they look so cool. They'd be the worst thing ever.
Are you an I user, Rory?
Oh, I love it, yeah. Absolutely love it.
I'm a Windows boy.
Hook, line and sinker, mate. The whole lot. Sign me up. Take my money.
They're going to be very expensive, right? Probably thousands.
I'm not sure. I think they've just been released, actually.
I think it's 1,300 quid for the cheapest one.
Oh my word. You get a very good PC for that.
Very good.
Yeah, so I'm actually going to have a look now.
Oh, nice.
This
Yeah,
is
George
dangerous.
says $1,500.
Does a new Mac actually come with an SSD as standard? If it doesn't, then that is an absolute. How can it be 2021 and it doesn't come with an SSD? Please tell me that comes with an SSD.
Are they using their own chip for that one and not going Intel? It's their M1 or
Yeah,
M1?
they've got the M1.
Because they don't have a thing with Intel anymore.
Bust
They've
up.
stopped using them completely. They fell out with them, and Intel's already done an advert on how PCs are better than Macs.
Yeah, they used the same guy that did the old Apple adverts. Quite ironic.
So yeah.
You know, if I was to use it just for...
Just for what?
No.
You can't. The thing is, you can't.
I can't justify it.
The thing
You
is,
can't justify one of these.
unless you're doing genuine photo editing, graphic design, digital audio workstations, video work at a prosumer level, it's kind of there must be a little bit of a vanity element to it, because ultimately you could do it cheaper and possibly better on Windows. But if you're doing it at the high end, I see why it works.
Just look at this.
Right
Look,
side,
so you
clear right.
imagine you paying £1,249 for a desktop computer, and it comes with 256 gigabytes of storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM.
Clear
Yeah,
left.
your phone will have more than that.
You're fuming, and your phone's probably got more than that.
But that's the thing, because anyone who's actually doing proper stuff with it won't. Do you say 8 gigabytes RAM?
Sector 1 is 4.0 seconds.
Yeah, anyone who's doing
off the
proper
pace.
stuff won't have 8 gigabyte RAM. So that must be aimed at people that want to have an iMac for the style,
but
but
just-
actually not for the function, which is fair enough.
What they'll do is they'll just go on Google Chrome and just they'll go on the internet, Facebook, Twitter. That's all they'll be used for, really.
Yeah, it's right up my street.
I think there's two very different ways of looking at it. There's the style, and you might have a nice office, and there's a lot of value in that, or just for my money, what is the maximum performance I can get?
Well,
and there's also downsides to that, because you might just have headroom that you don't actually need, and you're paying more for performance that you're never going to use. So I see it both ways.
Well, this is where it takes the mick here, right? So the standard one is 1249. If you pay an extra £200, they will give you an Ethernet port and 2 USB 3.0 ports. That's what you get.
Is that hub? Or is that built in?
I'm guessing it's just built in. Like, that's what you get. That is genuinely what you get. That is just
Car left.
gas.
Clear left.
To be fair, I did buy an iPad about 4 months ago. I do like those.
Yeah,
Car right.
you use your iPad quite a lot, right?
Did you?
Clear
I
right.
just use it for all the stuff that I normally use a laptop for. But
You're such an Apple user. You're so Apple, it's unreal, isn't it?
Dimitri makes a good point that maybe the M1 is more efficient, doesn't need more RAM. A bit like Chromebooks can run on lower specs, but I don't know enough about the M1. But you can get 32 gigabytes of good RAM for £100. But with a PC you can upgrade it. With an iMac you won't be able to upgrade it, which is, I suspect, which is kind of the thing. So you are locked in when you purchase it, and in 3 years' time I don't think 8 gigabytes will do much in terms of editing, whether audio or video at all, I suspect.
Yeah, so I was actually talking to my mate at Rain, the bloke who's at Rain Gaming.
Oh, your boys.
Oh, your boys, yeah, your lads.
Yeah.
Your PT hookups. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I'm trying to push and chat. I'm keen to hear what you guys think of this. For next year's PC, because we're on like a year contract thing, so we get a new PC every year or whatever. I'm thinking about building one specifically for sim racing and editing, probably just sim racing to be honest, because not everyone does editing as well, and branding it with. Did you see their really cool case that they had?
I haven't yet at the moment.
Did you see it? It was so cool, and I was thinking.
Sector 2 is 5.5.
This is
off the
dreaming.
pace.
We could do like a Team Rock one and all have one.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
I mean, yeah, it sounds good.
That mean the end of the Vega
Half your fuel
56.
left.
Yeah, it might well do.
Rip.
Unless we spec it with a Vega 56.
Oh god.
But it's something that everyone could, and have it come with like a year's worth of iRacing.
Your idea, Rory, was that the different tiers would be named after, I can't remember if it's iconic corners or iconic tracks.
I think that's a little bit further down the line. I think, but generally, just a out of the box.
Yellow flag. Watch
But
out.
custom, not out of the box. If that makes sense.
Almost like tweaked, like AMG. It's like tweaked for sim racing.
Yeah. Have something like that, but then have it with a custom case or an optional custom case. So I'm going to see if I can get that out of him. He's very receptive to it.
And that's your boys at Rain Gaming.
Yeah. So it's Novatech.
Yeah,
And presumably available online now for purchase.
Oh, of course, yes. At Novatech.co.uk.
Oh,
you are so good. You are so good at this stuff.
You teed me up there, wasn't you, thinking that?
What should I call the iRacing video tonight?
I don't want to alarm anyone, but I think I've actually done like 2 laps where I haven't crashed. So
Well, that's good. That gives us hope for tomorrow.
yes, I've only got to do that times whatever. Carl, I used to run iRacing on my laptop, which was a 1060 GTX Max Q, 16 gigabytes RAM, and it was fine. Although the thing about a laptop versus the PC that maybe a lot of people don't realise is, because the numbers of the graphics card are often the same, the cooling in a laptop is severely compromised. So
Isn't it just?
Your-
My MacBook Pro
your
used to get-
graphics card in the computer, it gets more wattage put to it, quite a significant amount more wattage, because laptops might cap at 125 watts, whereas the PSU in a decent PC would be 750 even 1000 watts. But also the cooling is just a lot better, so they can just run faster. And I know cooling might sound like a secondary concern, but it really is like so critical, because you want to run your equipment at the highest possible settings and wattage and whatever, and just not have to have it overheat. Because that thermal
That puts
throttling
you
is what kills
14 seconds.
both
off the
CPUs
leader's
and
pace.
GPUs and laptops.
Your lap time was 0.5 seconds.
So that was a bit boring, but
You just blown my mind.
That's why you're an Apple guy. That's exactly why you're an Apple guy.
Yeah, if you on a cold winter's
mate.
morning, if you are cold, just fire up a game on your gaming laptop, put it in your lap, and you've got free heating as well. So do get a nice little 2-for-1 there.
Nice. Right, boys, I've got to go because I promised my wife I'd watch Gogglebox with her, and I want to eat the chocolate that's in the fridge before she eats it all.
Two very good reasons.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Plus, I need an early night because Freddie's getting his first haircut tomorrow, and it's parents' morning.
Oh,
Rock and roll, baby.
rock and roll.
Like it.
Might even have a glass of wine.
Glass of wine.
Maybe. So right, chat. I will see you later, boys. I'll see you later. I enjoyed that. Someone's just gone off massively behind you, Kieran. Or is that you? Oh no,
I hope it's not me. It might be our boy Harry.
That's right. Oh, great, stupid YouTube.
But yes, I will speak to you boys tomorrow, and I'll speak to everybody tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah,
big
sweet.
one.
All right, mate.
See you,
Take
mate.
it easy, boys. Good night.
See ya.
I've liked this. It's been very chill.
Yeah, it's been very nice.
It's been nice, isn't it?
Oh, this guy's just doing a GP circuit. Okay, cool.
Oh, do you know why he does that?
Practice it better.
No, because what you can do is if you go out the pits, cut the GP circuit and go back on the straight and then hold
Quick
down
quali lap.
reset, it puts you right in the right place to do a quali lap.
Yeah, nice.
So you put the quali setup on and then reset yourself there, get yourself sorted.
Nice.
That's why you do it.
Is this an Audi ahead of me? Ah, L0 in the Audi TCR. Nice.
Event of the year, the Nurburgring 24
Are
hour.
you prepping your stream, Ollie, to go live?
I'm literally prepping my stream. Definitely not, so I can put the link in your chat.
Clear left.
Well, that was an Aunt Bessie's livery. I like that.
Uh,
The Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, so we're kicking off on Ollie's stream tomorrow. Ollie will be qualifying. We'll be doing first in. I think it's going to go Rory, Ollie, me, and then maybe even Charlie might go.
yeah.
Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. Okay. Yeah, this is the only time today I've actually kind of felt vaguely comfortable at the Nurburgring. So it's kind of good timing, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's what you want, mate.
Hmm.
As long as you're getting there, and if that setup helps, then
Well, I
fantastic.
think this is it. This is me for tomorrow. So if
I think this is it. This is the one.
If I can do this, I'll be very happy. I'll have to close my blind so I don't get blinded by the sun, as usually happens.
Yeah. This setup, she's the one.
Charlie Rosco working wonders as usual.
No real surprise there.
Oh, Juan Sang made his first Yorkshire puds. I've never made them. I know you can get the Aunt Bessie's ones that rise. Yeah, making it sounds very cool.
Yeah, right, yeah. Homemade Yorkshires are quite nice. They always seem a lot bigger as well when you make them yourself.
Yes, I can imagine.
Is that a lorry?
Sorry?
Is that a lorry? I can hear beeping.
For me,
Yeah.
I
I can hear beeping. What's that?
don't know. I hope there's not something ticking that's going to go off.
It's going to tick up. It's going to go off. You don't realise it.
I can't hear anything.
Cool.
I'm kind of dialed into.
Yeah, of course, of course. Right, I've scheduled it for 1:20 p.m. tomorrow.
Nice. Hashtag 120.
So, hashtag 120. There is the link, Chateau. If you want to click on that and head over and schedule it so you don't miss it. And then, yes, we'll be... it's my stream, and then Kira's stream, and then Charlie's stream, and then Rory's stream to finish it off.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't seen Charlie's stream, you're going to really enjoy it because he's a very cool bloke.
He is, yeah.
And he's been on iRacing for a while, so he's another cool head.
He's
Definitely,
a cool dude, man.
yeah, like that, but Australian.
Yeah.
He got us through the night last time at Daytona for sure.
He's pretty rare. I tell you what, Kira, if your I hope you don't mind me saying this, but your bottom looks pretty messed up.
Well, and what about the car? What about the car?
What about the car? Yeah, well, it doesn't look too
I think
bad,
that might be the bump grafting. But again, if I've got a bit of damage and I'm
yeah.
lapping how I am, I'm very happy with that. So this is the most difficult track I've ever encountered in iRacing.
It'll
It's
be
just-
the most difficult track you'll ever encounter. I think.
Yeah, I suppose this is it. This is the peak unless you want to go on Wipeout or something. This is as hard as it gets on planet Earth.
On planet Earth.
Final boss. I do think once we've done this, and I hope we do it, nothing's taken for granted, but if we get through the weekend and this time Sunday or whatever, we've completed it, we'll feel like different men. Sure.
Exactly. I feel like the first time I got a hair on my chinny chin chin. I feel like
But
we're on there.
make sure you get some chicken balls in for tomorrow pre-race. I'll see if I can get some as well.
I'll see if I can get some chicken balls.
Just call up the Chinese and say, actually, I just want chicken balls, please.
I
Nothing else.
just want a bag of chicken balls.
Yes.
Did I say nothing else? I mean, no, absolutely nothing else.
No rice.
No. Just chicken balls. Yep.
Chicken balls are so good, though. I mean, like, it should
Oh,
be
no,
should be illegal. It should be
isn't
regulated.
Regulated by the financial policies.
What about, so if you had to rank chicken balls, prawn balls, and pork balls? It's only three
I
I've
don't-
had.
Chicken balls, pork balls are very good. They are very good. I can't lie to you. But I always have to dip mine in the sweet
Sweet
and
and
sour
sour.
sauce they give it.
Yes.
Got to dip in there. It's pointless otherwise.
Yes.
Prawn balls, it's just a con, mate.
Oh, really?
Well, it just doesn't fit. A prawn doesn't fit that
Yeah,
kind
but,
of.
but you do get big. You do get bigger
enough.
balls, though, mate. You get bigger balls because of that. I think that's why they cost more sometimes.
I mean, we are going around the Nurburgring for 24 hours, so maybe I do need some bigger balls.
Yes.
Chloe's in the chat as well. Chloe, get on the blower.
Evening, Chloe.
Order up some Chinese, and yeah, we'll have some chicken balls, please. Never had orange chicken in Syria. What is orange chicken?
I've had lemon chicken, which was just lemon with like a slice of lemon on it, which I thought was a bit of a con.
That's a con.
I don't know if orange will be in a similar vein.
Potentially.
Hey, Mohammed. Yes, we're in the AMG tomorrow for the 24 hours. First time I think most of us have actually driven it,
Yeah.
but we're definitely dialed in now.
Right, close. It's my turn to pay for takeaway. Sorry, lads. Dream's over. Just
Yes.
a bit weird to have orange chicken. Is that just me? Like
Orange chicken wings.
Well, it's orange chicken, isn't it? I don't get it. Is that like? Why is that? Since when was that? If someone's
So-
put
so-
orange on chicken, it's
So my lemon chicken was basically lightly fried chicken with some shoots in there, and then just a slice of lemon. I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
That's your best lap in this
6
session.
likes
You're
on the
currently
screen
11
chat
seconds
already.
off the
Jeez.
pace.
That is unreal.
You've just done a 0.6.
Yeah, if you are a fan of Team Rock, and we're massively grateful, and we're so lucky what we do. If you can like Ollie's stream, it will start the weekend. I hope the thumbnail glitch doesn't happen to you, Ollie.
I really hope.
We'll look up a workaround if it does.
You got to like this stream first before you like mine, though. Those do be the rules.
Yes.
I don't make them. Well, I kind of did, but still.
That's probably right, George. Right, Martin Crating had salt and pepper wings. I massively rate Chinese fried wings. Quite
Chinese do
dry.
it right, mate.
Yeah, they do. I don't know how they do it. I found out in lockdown, I'd say probably secondary to my sim racing exploits, one of the main things I learned in lockdown was how to eat a chicken wing properly. You might know this already, Ollie.
I can't say I do.
But people in chat may know. So what you do is, and with a Chinese wing, it's difficult because it's a bit more brittle. But if you take a regular wing from KFC or somewhere, so you take one end and you kind of twist it and you pull it out, and then you take the other end and you twist it and pull it out, and then you've taken out both bones with no chicken on it, and you are left with just pure chicken. Absolutely no bones. It looks the same, and you remove the bones from it. It's absolute game changer.
Really?
Yes. None of that. How am I going to get the chicken between the two bones? What am I going to do about the bit on the end of the bones that kind of becomes gristly?
I kind of have to see it in action.
Well, if you're near a screen, I'd say look up how to remove bones from chicken wings. I'm sure there's a TikTok on it or something like that.
There will be.
The absolute game changer.
Absolute game changer.
Yes.
Mate, you did an 823 with damage.
Nice. I think I'm just kind of in the groove, and we're chatting away, which is good as well.
Yeah, that'll help you. Whatever helps you, mate.
Yeah. But I take 823s all day long in the race, all day long. I think I'm probably I'm not overdriving it as much. I'm lifting and coasting into the corners.
Well, mate.
And it's just setting the car, so yeah. At the moment,
honestly,
like
just minimise the weight of transfer of weight.
Yeah.
And the car will reward you for it.
Yeah, you have to be gentle with this one.
The rear is quite bad, so you know, I reckon you can definitely go quick if you needed to. Yeah,
I can, but I think this is it for me, so I'm happy with this pace if I can keep it. My optimal's at 8:17, but I'm not going to try. Not going to push my optimal.
No, absolutely.
I'm trying to read the chat. That's dangerous. Sorry, chat. I was trying to read the chat. I was almost going to crash.
Well, you will. Right. What we'll have to do is we'll have to think of a punishment.
If you read chat and crash.
Any of us. If any of us read just read the chat. You can obviously read it in the stream right now, but if any of us read the chat, especially when we're driving, I think we might have to make it a thing so we minimise the chat.
We don't minimise chat. We just have to, as we do, we will engage with chat. Oh, you mean chat when we're talking? What do you? I don't understand what you mean.
Chat when we're driving. So if you're driving on the stream, if you are driving, you should have your chat minimised. Because
okay. I thought you were saying we should actively disencourage chat from talking.
No.
And minimise the chat. And I was thinking that is. I'm not sure I can agree with that.
No.
But yeah, minimise chat. I agree. That takes away the temptation to look across. So yes, we can do that.
Yeah, because it'd just be too dangerous.
And we all look after each other's chat anyway.
Exactly.
I did see a closed message. So yeah, if you do have a like to give, do feel free to deploy your like. Was exceedingly appreciated.
Yes.
Over 3,000 subscribers now, so thank you so much, everyone. And having a lot of fun making the videos. I've definitely got a more relaxed style when I make the videos now, and I'm really enjoying it. I've got a flow set up, and FIA, I did my race, finished at 11:30. I just did the video straight after, rendered it overnight, and was able to get it on your doorstep, I think, for 5 PM the next day. So
on your doorstep. Absolutely.
Yes. Happy days.
Gotta love that, ain't you?
Yes. I'm very grateful to all the members as well. Support the channel means I'm able to get this microphone, which massively speeds up me doing videos and stuff like that. So
absolutely, there you go.
Very lucky to do what we do, mate. Very, very lucky. We keep improving the content.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The car's a bit lighter now.
That's good. How many laps of fuel have you got left?
I'll let you know when I'm on a straight bit, unless you can see it.
I can see it. So you've got 1.7.
Yeah.
Or is that for me?
No, it's 1.8 on mine, so it's about right.
Okay.
That's good. That means I've done 5 laps without crashing. So. Thank you, Ivan, for deploying your like.
It looks like 6 laps a stint. So we could take fuel out just to reach it. So because otherwise we're carrying excess fuel in our stint.
Yeah, it's just how fine are we going to cut it? And if we're not going to cut it particularly fine, is there a point? So.
I don't know how much. Like once you go in the pits at the end of next lap, we'll see how much fuel you've got left gallon-wise. So let's say you've got 0.5 of a gallon left, we'll just remove like a 0.2. Might be worth doing it. I don't know. Every little bit helps in iRacing. Yeah,
it does. It does. I'd hope that the drivers really don't have to think about that at all. Can just kind of focus on driving. So.
Oh yeah, no. We'll make it so that the person in the car just has to concentrate on the road. We'll sort everything else out. Chat, fuel, all that good stuff.
All that jazz.
That's a very good point, Juan. That is a very good point.
Ooh. Car's so much better when it's lighter.
Ah, it's unreal, isn't it?
We're changing tyres every time? Or double stinking tyres?
It depends. I think at night.
Yeah.
But when Rory did a full stint, his right tyres, I think, were above 80%. So it might be a case of just changing 2 tyres. But then I don't think it's worth it at the Nurburgring.
The crash, if you have a crash, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it might just be worth us just not, just changing the tyres.
I suspect it's worth just changing tyres, yeah.
Just to give you that. One mistake and that's gone.
The other thing as well, and it might sound weird, but another 10 seconds in the pits just to have a break mentally might actually be really helpful. Because if you're doing a splash and dash and then you're out again, that's the only time you really get to just kind of breathe. So I'm leaning more towards we change it unless we're in a battle where we don't think we have the luxury. Yeah, sorry, Ruben. I'll do it pics later for tomorrow just in case it happens. But I think there's a YouTube issue at the moment.
It is a YouTube issue, actually, to be fair. Sean, so with the streams, we'll try and we're gonna have to act on it. We'll try and get some sort of spreadsheet or whatnot, so everyone can see the stints and stuff. But we plan that everyone, if it's your stream, you will be driving at some point on your stream. So, yeah, there will be something, yeah.
Yeah, our plan is pretty similar to what we had originally planned for Daytona before the 4, 5, 6 hour delay. Yeah. But if we get a long meatball here or something like that, we'll just to be flexible. And we're all ready to be flexible.
Very little fuel left in this lap.
That's a good thing about this team. We all know each other.
After 3 years, 1.7 seconds.
We're not an esports team, so
That's true.
we can be flexible. Do you get an off track going over that green stuff? I haven't tried it. I was cutting quite sharply there. I could use more rate.
No, I don't think you do.
Okay.
You can go surprisingly really tight on the first corner as well. I'd say you went too tight on that second corner.
First corner, you mean like the right hander where the bollard is?
Literally you can't see it, but you can go a lot tighter.
Okay.
This hairpin as well, what I'm finding is don't stick to the inside, go out and then come back in.
Double V, that's what VRS do.
It's so much quicker. You just get a launch. You get an absolute launch up there. This corner, I just despise it.
I hate it. I hate the back end of the Mercedes there.
So unstable.
Okay, car's very light now, almost in a unhelpful
Yeah, well,
way.
this would be your in lap. So it'd be interesting for you to come in, change your tyres, and see what the fuel is and the tyre wear. So this is when the track's cool. Temperature will start to rise now because it's 10:34. So as soon as it goes past 10, doesn't it, starts to rise quite significantly.
Yes, I see your point, Sean. I'm generally for spotting. In fact, I've done a stream before when Team Rock where I didn't drive at all. But I would say here, I think we are going to be concentrating so much. It might be interesting to see just how much we're concentrating and
it shows how much you have to put, how much effort you have to put into this track not to bin it.
And how we deal with it if we do bin it, that would be interesting to see.
Exactly. There's going to be so many cars on track. Even when this track is what, 8 minutes 20 to a lap or whatever. Even with 55 cars, there are going to be points where there's traffic, and it's just going to be how we deal with that, especially if it's multi-class. Like multi-class, we'll end up coming together with one because they won't get out of the way, or we do something stupid.
Yeah, it's very difficult to take here.
It is stupidly tight.
And it's hard to understand what the car ahead's going to do. Are they going to pull out to the left or the right, or slow down, or not give way?
Fuel-wise, mate, I can't. It's still on mine. So
mine's 1.1, so I'm going to box this lap.
Yeah, box this lap and then see how much fuel you've got left as well.
Andy, we're not going to do night in this session because the session has a set time of day, but we will both be doing night running before we start tomorrow.
Well, yeah. The only thing you do is do a quick
Sector 1 is
test
drive,
off the pace.
But I would say it's I won't be as fast in the night just because you can't see as much, and unless you know the track like the back of your hand, it's dangerous. Yeah, that's the interesting thing about these endurances. You'll see us at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, driving at night, and We'll see how we do.
Absolutely. Sean, don't worry, there's no LMPs here, mate.
Yes. Thank goodness.
GT3s are the fastest class. There's no, we are in the fastest car. We'll be doing the bullying. Don't worry. We'll be bullying cars in GT3s. Don't worry. It might be a whole GT3 lobby as well. When I tried to do my 4-hour one, which I got a meatball badly on the first lap.
Ooh,
it will, yeah. So to go through the classes, there's GT3s, there's GT4s, there's Porsche, and then there's TCRs, which are the Audis. So there's 4 classes, but the way it's going to work is I think 90% of people are going to go in GTEs. So
Great,
I think it's going to be a lobby of 55 GTE, to be honest. Why did we go with the AMG, says Hendrix? Because iRacing have balance of power, just like GT Sport has. And the way it works is the Audi was untouched, but it's very, very dangerous to drive the Audi. The Merc only had one thing touched, and that was 1% less fuel in the tank. The Beamer has got 1.5% less power and 1% less fuel as well. So out of the 3, the AMG was the one we wanted to go for. We didn't want to lose that power in the straight line, and yeah, it was just, you know, if you don't touch the curbs, the AMG is actually very nice to drive around here. It's literally just, yeah, for us. I feel like the AMG's like kind of can take a bit of more of a pounding as well.
We'll definitely find out.
It'll be a bit more sturdy as such. How many laps per stint? It's going to be about 6, Ivan. 6 laps per stint, and we'll be double stinting.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 25 Celsius.
Actually, Hendrix, I found the rear of the AMG more stable than the other 2. I'm not quite sure what it is. It might, to be fair, it might be our setup. You know,
I definitely prefer the M4 to drive. I mean, it's a very nice balanced car. There's a different way to drive the AMG, and if you don't drive it the right way, I think the rear end just kills you. And this is the best I've ever done in the AMG. What you're watching now, my longest unbroken without crashing it, because I think I'm just subconsciously understanding how to use the rear end. And you can't be as aggressive in the M4, which is just more balanced. This car, you'll lose the rear end extremely quickly, and you can't save it. So, but like Ollie said, if you drive it the right way, it's a nice car to drive, and you know, maybe more powerful on the straights.
I hate this section you're going through here.
Yep.
It's just so easy to hit one of the curbs. These curbs are so much bigger than you think. Like you can't, this inside curb here, like that is dead if you hit that.
Yeah, because if you hit them, it just spits you to the other side of the track.
It does.
Usually off.
Really nice,
they may as well be walls, actually. It literally may as well be a wall there. This one as well is not that nice. It's got some run-ons up. And I don't like this jump. If you get slightly crossed up in this jump, game over.
Yeah. So, here as well, I do not brake when I'm in the air. I wait till I land and then brake.
Yeah, I lift beforehand. Settle it. Bring the nose down. Flat through here, ideally.
Yeah, I sometimes let go because I can feel the car
starting to do that thing. Yeah.
I don't like it. Azeria, nicely done. Sorted out the bingo sheet for tomorrow.
Yes.
So if anyone's watching and doesn't know on the bingo sheet, there's a Team Rock bingo sheet. You can take part. We join any of our Discords. Curious is in the description, I believe. And it's just a bingo sheet. As if we say a particular phrase or anything like that during the 24 hours, you get to call bingo and just tick it off. And then fingers crossed you'll have a full bingo or a line or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we don't see it. We never see it, so we don't know what's going to be written down.
But you get a randomised sheet, so different sheets going around. So genuine bingo. But I'm going to box. If I don't crash the last few corners.
Yeah.
It's been good, mate. Really enjoyed the session.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. Nice chilled stream, this one. Yeah. I think most people enjoyed this. I've enjoyed it.
I think I saw some comments saying, by the way, it's been so cool to see people in the chat who've been with us since our first Enduro. I mean, that's very, very cool, because you guys know all of the history, guys and girls, all of the history and everything we've been through and ups and downs. You're all big fans, so it's very, very cool. And hopefully another chapter tomorrow.
Absolutely.
How do I break here?
Very good.
Look
Good
out
time
for
to
the pit
practice.
speed limit.
Okay. This is going to be interesting to see what your damage was and what your tyre wear is. You'll have to let us know.
Yep.
That was in cooler temperatures. Did you reset? No, you didn't, because you used a whole tank, so you didn't reset. So you did like 6 laps there without any issues.
Yeah, that's the best I've ever done.
Good stuff,
So
mate.
let's do 6 more of those tomorrow. Damage is 10 seconds. Oh, mate.
Okay.
Left front is 70%.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Left rear is 81. Okay, yeah. So yeah, if that's as cool it is, and well, actually, nighttime would be cooler, but my vote is we just change them every time until unless we get to an end game in the race where it might make a difference.
Yeah, well, it's end game. Yeah, that'll just be me, but that'll be in a hot temperature. So even then, I'll be.
Yeah, hopefully we can deliver you something that you can do something with. Right?
I will be amazed if you give that car to me after 4 stints with no damage, because that's the only thing is I'm not getting in the car until 4 stints are done, and I just know it's not going to be clean. Like it's just not. You
waiting 4 stints?
Well, yeah, because Rory's got to do a double, you've got to do a double, and then I've got to get in.
Oh, okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you know.
So I know you can fix the damage, but straight line is just not going to be as good.
Yeah. Right. That was a good practice.
Yeah, enjoyed it, mate.
All of my laps in the 20s, I'll take that. Even if I dip into the 30s, I won't be too fast tomorrow.
Mate, who cares? Honestly, a successful stint is a stint where you don't crash.
Yeah, we just tick them off because we need what, 24 of those. We need 24 stints where we don't crash.
You need 24 of those before you even give it to me. So that's I don't hold my hopes high. The fact that I don't think there's going to be 24 laps.
No.
I'll have to take whatever you guys give me.
It'll be nice. The car will have some character by the end. It'll have a different shape a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Absolutely. Hopefully, El Neil, on the next one, you can find some teammates or something.
Yeah, I'd say if you're free, it's probably not too late if you go on the forums.
Yeah, I bet you can find a team on the forums, mate. iRacing forums if you wanted to.
Yeah, if all your laps are in 2 seconds, that's very good. I think you're in the Audi as well, so if there's some Audi teams that have lost a driver, they might they could really do with someone. Wow, you're 8 minute 12. That is a good lap, Ollie. Very good lap.
The temperatures help me out a lot, obviously. Is there quick repairs tomorrow? No, absolutely not. They won't let you go anywhere near quick repairs. No chance.
No quick repairs, and you get double penalty if you tow. Basically, towing at its worst could be basically 16 minutes, effectively.
Yeah.
Plus damage. We're going to, if and when we hit the barrier, we're going to try and drive it back, even if it's very right hand down, left hand down.
What I will say, if anyone's got iRacing, even if you don't have the cars or the tracks, you can watch the racing. So what I'm going to do at 11 PM tonight is I am going to watch the first race.
Spectating, I'll have to join you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think that's a good idea, just to see how it goes. It'll be quite funny because we can watch it and laugh.
Yes,
we get absolutely.
We might see some of those people in our split tomorrow. Juan saying, you know what they say, practice makes not dead. Yes, that is why we practice.
Very good.
I think in GT Sport you can go into races with pretty much no practice. You just can't in iRacing because every time the bop is different, the track conditions are a bit different.
Oh,
it's different.
Oh, you need the cars and track to spectate. Oh, I do apologise. That's.
Do you? You need. I think you need to download them. I don't think you need all of them.
Oh. Because I was like, you could spectate it.
Have you got them all downloaded?
You need the tracks, but you need to purchase the track.
I think you need the track. I don't think you need the cars. Actually, don't quote me on that, but I think you need.
We won't be able to stream it, Geek. I don't think many people would like us if we streamed it, anyways. To be fair.
Yeah, but
that might
I'm
be
sure
against the racing etiquette.
I'm sure there'll be streams on Twitch because iRacing people generally stream on Twitch. They do it in a very iRacing on Twitch is quite different to what we do. There's often a lot of overlays and it's a bit more serious and stuff like that.
It's a bit, yeah, it's too serious, and there's way too many overlays for my liking.
But you can check. You can definitely search on here and on Twitter. I'd be surprised if there's many streams on here, but I don't know actually.
Yeah. If we look, honestly, Keir, if you look at some of these practice sessions here, right? There's one with 67 teams, 74 teams, 68 teams, 76 teams, 71 teams, 46 teams, 63, 70, 71. I've never seen practice lobbies this full.
Yeah,
so
even
many
for
teams.
Daytona it wasn't this full, so could be in for a bumper one tomorrow. I hope the scheduler's up to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I found something out as well, by the way, about iRacing. Apparently, you know where it's quite an old build, and people said, "Oh, why are there not any of the other GT3 cars in it?"
Yeah.
Apparently, iRacing doesn't like to have more than 7 cars
at a time.
Like different types of cars. Doesn't like it. Really, really. If you got more than 7 types of cars, it's really.
Oh, you mean from a technical perspective?
Yes, it does not like it.
Okay.
It's something about the build, I believe. Which is why
I don't mind it because the cars are normally fairly even. The BOP is easier.
Yeah.
Because if they've more cars, I mean, like, you know, in Group 4 and GT Sport for a long time, it was, there might be 30 cars available, but basically you've got to be in an FF if you want to be competitive.
Yeah.
You don't have that here. All the cars feel fairly balanced. Though when we did Monza, I'm very glad we went in the Ferrari for Monza. That I know that wasn't performance per se, but that was a much better car for us. So maybe sometimes having more choice. Yeah, George doesn't mind having few cars to purchase.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Thanks, Ray.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to having you tomorrow from the States. Your support is always very much appreciated, Ray. Big support of Team Rock.
Absolutely, Ray. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, I don't know if there was any other cars. I'll tell you what, if the Ferrari was available, I would have said we're going to Ferrari every day.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you.
Oh, you know how good that Ferrari is in terms of stability.
Considering we jumped into, was it the GT3 we jumped into, or GT? I can't remember. GTE.
Yeah.
We jumped into it with like 10 minutes notice. And did we get a P2 or P3 in the end, something like that?
We got P3.
P3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Ferrari's a nice car.
It's a gorgeous car, so, but yeah, it's just an FYI, Kirif, as well. You may just want to have a little adjustment of your graphics. You'll know once you're in, because mine issues with fog. If it doesn't have fog, we're golden. I don't think it will be. I think it'll be fine, but because it's got so many cars and it's got the track so big, we may need to adjust the graphics for the FPS.
Well, a lot of my graphics are on low detail already. You can see on stream what my graphics are like.
Fair play.
I don't understand. Actually, that is right, I guess. I've got access and memory MB. Okay.
Apocalypse, our pleasure.
Yeah, fog, heat haze. I don't know, I've got a lot of stuff turned off, so.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any of that. That stuff turned on way away.
Something I have probably quite a bit lower than you is the max cars. I've only got 20 cars on at a time, which is 10 ahead, 10 behind.
I can't remember. I've got the iRacing default for max, so it might be everything, I don't know. The funny thing is, when I did my thing at the weekend, it couldn't handle fog. It went to like 40, 50 FPS. But as soon as it was like daytime, I can load this whole thing, all cars at the same time. It's just fog. It's just so badly programmed.
It's funny. I'm running on pleb. I'm on pleb settings and everything. Low detail, low detail, low detail off, and then randomly for shader quality, I've just gone big boy and gone ultra detail. Just for the shaders, I'm just give me all the shaders. No, I kept cars as high quality because you want to see the cars, but everything else is. As long as I can see the track and see braking markers, that's the most important thing for me.
Absolutely. Hendrix, 100%. If you got the Vet, get the Ferrari, mate. If you're struggling with GTEs, just get the Ferrari. It's gorgeous. It's literally like, it's like driving the Gran Turismo sport car, is what we said. It's just planted. It's so planted, that thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I can see the tearing, George. I don't know why I'm tearing. But this is a 100 Hz monitor. It's running at 60 now. I don't want to put VSync on just because reaction times, and 60 is basically probably the lowest you can really run iRacing. I wouldn't go any lower than 60. Ideally, you want to be going 100, 120. I could try and run it 120 and everything double framed, but for YouTube or half frames.
60 FPS is good for me. I'm playing in 4K though, so.
Have you tried running? You run unlocked when you're not streaming?
No, I have it on VSync, 60 FPS, because my monitor only goes up to 60 because it's 4K.
Ah, okay.
So it just works perfectly. Do you know what I mean? It's the right combination.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about anything like that.
Is it just a helicopter? Because I know Rory had issues in certain cameras. So I tear in the blimp. I tear in the blimp as well, actually. I personally, I don't really notice screen tearing. Ever since I had my first computer, like, decades ago, I didn't mind tearing. It was about IQ. But I know some people are a lot more sensitive to tearing. I don't think I'm tearing here. Actually, I'm tearing. But thanks, these Baron Gret just joined the lobby. Thanks for hosting. Good luck tomorrow. No worries. Let us know if you're racing tomorrow in the team, and we'll keep an eye out.
Yeah, absolutely. Be careful, mate, as well. That will finish in 2 minutes.
Yes.
That lobby is literally about to end.
Yeah, we'll be stuck here forever if we don't get out like Tron. Sean, anyone notice graffiti? I don't know about graffiti. I mean, I have been in real life, and there is graffiti everywhere. I'd be surprised if the graffiti here isn't laser scan, not laser scan, but isn't.
iRacing laser scan all their cars.
Yeah.
So it should be identical of what it is.
If the graffiti is a repeating block, that's interesting. I would probably to save on how big the track is in terms of file size.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, does the graffiti really have to be accurate?
I don't know. If you want it to be a real sim, what if you get that extra grip because someone used grippy graffiti paint? Oh, Lars did a 14.69. Yes, Lars. Wow.
Go on, Lars.
Quick laps. Very quick laps. Yeah, yeah, you're right, George. Doesn't it? It captures the bumps and whatever. But the fact they've laser scanned it, they'll have gone round on. There's a special truck they have to do it, and they will have been taking pictures of the track as well.
I reckon that's a Gran Turismo thing they would do. You know.
What?
That's like they would make the graffiti accurate.
Yeah.
They would do that. I reckon on Gran Turismo. That's the kind of thing they'd do.
But they've got the scapes having and stuff.
Yeah, they'll have done that, I reckon. I'm looking forward to watching this one at 11 PM, you know?
Prime time.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the one at 11 PM. Get my PJs.
Nice.
And watch the one at 11. That'll give us an idea of how long practices and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
So,
see what times people are doing in quali.
There's one at 8 AM as well. Potentially watch that. You know what it's like. Race day, I can never sleep.
Hashtag race day.
I'm always up early on race day.
I'm excited for this. I mean, like, you know, again, as a team, we're looking pretty good. You know, everything is lined up. We've got amazing support behind us.
Absolutely.
Let's see what we can do and just try and keep it clean. And if it's almost like having an unbeaten streak in football. Like the more laps we can do keeping out the wall, I don't think it will apply pressure. I think it will give us confidence.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thing is as well, Kira, when you get in the car as well, I think the race time's 2:45, so 4:45 you'll get in the car, or about 4:30, about
yeah,
there.
I've got to close the blinds.
So you are going to be, well, in game time. The game time is going to be very similar to what it is in real life. Yep. So you are going to be, the track's going to be nice and cool. Very nice. It should be similar to what you've driven now. Nice. So it should be less of a struggle. Rory's going to be the one that struggles the most. It should be better as he goes on. But honestly, every lap completed without damage will be a godsend. Because it will be about 100. Jimmy did 157 laps, but they had quite a few meatballs, so maybe we'll end up doing a little bit more than that. But it's going to be around that.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be 24 hours either which way.
Yeah.
Ray, we got. I don't have the livery applied to my car here, but we have a special livery for tomorrow. That's not like the usual Team Rock livery, but it looks really cool. Hey Caleb, hope you're well. Because you are so politely, Lars, of course we can chase you.
Oh, I'm getting those bloody absolutely stupid things from a streaming from a company. I don't know. Have you heard of You Now?
You Now? Can't say I have.
It's basically, so they've sent me an email, right? So they keep sending it to my YouTube. This guy sent me 3 emails now,
Persistence.
So he goes, hey, my name is James Elsman. I work on a partner team at YouNow, a social platform based on live streaming.
Nice.
You create content all day long for your followers, but don't have the tools to truly connect to them. We do.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with us, we have a great community of broadcasters, including Dan Howell, $6 million, Deji, 10 million, Goddamzo, 6 million. And
Oh,
Risky,
Deji's on
1
board.
million.
Okay.
Yeah. These creators use YouNow's tools and features to connect with their community in an authentic way that encourages interactivity and participation in broadcasts, creating an army of...
Army? That's a particularly interesting term.
Army of evangelists.
Evangelists?
Yeah, something like that.
It's really
your loyalty.
taken an uptick there.
Yeah, and grow for their brand. However, you partner bonus available this week only. So let me know if you're interested in the next 48 hours and I can monetize your account immediately.
Time limited.
Yeah. But then he's emailed me more than 48 hours later.
You called his bluff.
Yeah. I've not touched it. I've not gone anywhere near it. It's going to be one of those absolutely god-awful things where they'll say they'll give you the tools and they'll take a cut of whatever you earn.
I don't even know what it is. I don't understand what it could be.
I've never. So I expect YouNow is probably like some sort of Twitch, YouTube kind of...
It can't be.
Like,
what, so they want you to go to a random video streaming service?
Right, if you go on younow.com, what is it? Like, I don't know. Like, is it streamers? Like, right now?
I don't know. I don't know, Elnir, why they're all coming up different colours. Might be because it's a private lobby. Or a,
Let's go on, should we go on younow.com?
Oh, George says, YouNow leaked my password years ago. So George has got previous with YouNow.
Okay. Ooh, so it's lit. Here we go, look. It's streaming.
So they want you to stream on YouNow, not YouTube.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, if Deji's doing it, you know.
Is he though? Is he? Like, I know they said that. Who's this? So you literally can't do anything on their website unless you sign in. Or sign in. So I can't even see what this is.
So you're not going to hold off. You've already posted your stream for tomorrow. It's too late to go to YouNow for tomorrow.
I mean, what is this?
Hey, Chris, have you are? Oh, Sean's got it.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Sean says YouNow is an American live broadcasting service where users stream their own live video content or, now this bit does interest me, or interact with their video streams of other users in real time. Hang on, that is just like us chatting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I literally got on the website. I hate the way it looks straight away.
Yeah.
Trending topics, girls and guys.
I would say, I think on YouTube, streaming and making videos, YouTube doesn't really like it. It doesn't really separate your past live stream content and your video content. And I think people would be more interested in seeing your video content that's made to be watchable start to finish, whereas a live stream that isn't designed to be that way when you're watching back. But yeah, I've never heard of YouNow.
No, I don't think you want to either.
Oh, Fatty with a $4.99. Happy fecking Friday, you
yes,
fecking
Fatty.
legends. Thank you so much, Fatty. Looking forward to having your support tomorrow.
Ooh.
You support Team Rock.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah?
I'll tell you what, if this looks a bit simpy, I won't lie to you.
Does that make you more interested?
That makes me less interested.
Okay.
I think he's
I
got
hate
damage.
this. Is very simpy.
Is he trying to get
I
out
don't
of
like
that
it.
situation, or is he just letting James
Top
go
broadcasters
by?
this month.
That's
Oh, I
very
found it.
gentlemanly from
Right.
Kieran.
Well, if Deji's on it,
Oh, but he will
Oh,
be
Deji is on there, okay.
absolutely
No,
gutted
I
that
can't see him.
That's going to cost him
So
Class 2
Deji
hours.
might
That's
not
a
be on
real
there.
shame.
well, it says so. Top broadcaster, someone's called Noah. 52 million likes, I think.
That's quite a lot of likes, to be fair.
It drops dramatically, so it goes to 52 to 17 to 9. I can't see anything to do with Deji. Because he would be the guy I go to if I'm going to compare to what you could do on YouTube.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean. I just don't like the look of it, mate, at all. It looks. I don't know.
George says, lesson I learnt last time I was part of an MCN. I don't know what an MCN is. I don't know if that's what you know as an alternative platform.
Exactly.
I just think YouTube is the best platform for just people to jump in and...
Oh, 100%. I don't like Twitch, really, personally.
You don't need an account to watch. You can just literally go to youtube.com, search.
Yeah.
And if you want to chat, you can log in. If you don't, you can watch.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, not interested.
big shout out to all the people that are watching and not chatting. I appreciate you. That's what I do most of the time when I watch. So hope you're enjoying it. I appreciate your support.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just chilling at the moment, because big day ahead of us. A big 24 hours.
It's important to kind of be in the right state of mind and be chilled and not be too
I'm not
tense.
Yeah, not too worried about it.
Multi-channel network on YouTube. They pretended to get you better paying ads. Okay. I mean, for anyone who's wondering, ad revenue on YouTube is not particularly high, I would say.
No.
It's not like you magically get to 1,000 subscribers and then you start raking in lots of money on ads. It doesn't work that way. I do suspect, and the main reason why I run ads is I suspect YouTube is more inclined to share the content, because YouTube will make a cut. Yeah. I didn't run ads at the beginning, and actually when I started to run ads, might have coincidentally been as my content might have been getting better or I was just getting bigger. I did see an uptick. Epic Dan, can't wait for tomorrow. You're going to be up all night watching. Thanks, Epic Dan. Are you related to Epic Toby?
Yeah.
Luke is a big fan of Twitch. Yeah, Ollie and I were talking about Twitch. We're not on Twitch, but to us the whole thing about gifted subs and following and the way the chat is, it's a little bit different.
Complicated. You can either you subscribe or you can donate. And like's pretty self-explanatory. Do you like what you're watching? Hit the like button. These subscriptions, Prime, just I don't understand it. Gifting subs. What the hell is how can you gift a sub? What's that? I sound like an old man. I think man.
Ollie, I suspect we are old men here, and we'll be like, I know what a gift sub is, but I think we kind of understand YouTube, hopefully. But Twitch is like another world, and I wouldn't be able right now. I couldn't stream on Twitch and make videos on YouTube because I don't understand Twitch. Hendrix for the $9.99 for your chicken ball tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much, Hendrix.
That's going to be one big chicken ball. Why bring up that Chinese? She goes, "What do you want?" I say, chicken balls. Like, oh, she wants chicken balls. No, hang on.
Ollie, can you imagine a chicken ball the size of a football that you just have to like eat it? Like, thank you so much, Hendrix. I have a 50% off Uber Eats voucher, so I will be ordering something tomorrow and getting 50% off. Fatty 199. I guess we're just chatting now, Ollie. We're something to do on Twitter. Fatty with the 199 saying thoughts on UK Football Super League fair. Now I know Ollie has strong thoughts on this. So I'll go first with my little say, which is that I'm a West Ham fan, so we're not going to win the Super League. I should be against and everything. But what I would say is, if you want to watch football these days as a fan, let me just actually. Okay. You have to pay for Sky. You have to pay for BT. You have to pay for your season ticket. You have to get a new shirt every season. You have to pay all of these people. And how much that goes to grassroots, I really doubt it. And what was going to happen is the revenue, you'd just be paying DAZN, or you'd be paying someone else, or you'd be paying the clubs directly. So football is already massively commercialised. They are business, and we are all consumers of a product. So I don't see what's happened in terms of the Super League failing as a great thing for football. I don't see the status quo as anything other than making money off football fans. That's my bit. But I'm a season ticket holder at West Ham. I still go. I enjoy football. I think it is commercialised. Mr. Fernell.
Right, you ready? You sat down. You comfortable? So I watched this whole thing unfold. Right. First thing I want to say. Right. What they did was completely and utterly barbaric, and they should be punished heavily. I know they all backed out, but there are so many teams that do so much less. For example, they run out of money and then get fined, and then they get ducked points, which puts them in the lower league, but makes it even harder and more difficult for them. And there's no support for them whatsoever. They get so much more punishment. And these teams if this thing went through, could have made 86 teams, if not more, all redundant and go bankrupt, right? Where's the punishment for them? Where is the punishment? There has to be something. I don't care. You could say, oh, they'll get the chief execs fired and all that kind of rubbish. Don't care. I don't care. The clubs themselves have to be punished. I know it's not the players' fault, and I know it's not the fans' fault. But look at Bury. Look at the fans.
When you say punishment, do you mean points or money? Points or money?
Points or money. But the football teams are completely gone, and they've done so much less. It's just doing bad owners. Same thing again. It's not fair. Southampton nearly was completely almost liquidated, and we were saved by someone who came in, thankfully. But we got deducted points, the whole shebang. And these teams, they deserve more than that. They deserve more than that. It's insane. They deserve harsh punishments, as simple as that. And the fact they did it behind the back, and they thought it was going to be a good idea as well, it's just barbaric.
Okay, let's play devil's advocate for a bit, right?
Go on.
And if we take everything else out of it, do you think football? I need to phrase my words very carefully.
Go on.
Do you think football would get more fans if every week there was a Barcelona, Man U, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and the best, and let's say factually probably the best players in the world, because the most valuable players in the world playing each other on a regular basis? So forget about the lower leagues, forget about all of that. Do you think that as a product?
No. And I'll tell you why, right? You've got these rivalries like Liverpool versus Everton, Arsenal versus Spurs, right? And they go on about these rivalries, right? And they go, oh, it's our biggest rivalry. But for me, it's rubbish, because you play each other twice a season every year, and it's just not the same. It is not the same. It just doesn't add the rivalry.
Well, you mean that's too much? You mean that's too much?
It's too much. Like Southampton versus Portsmouth. Right, it's the first time we played each other in years upon years upon years, and it was one of the most epic rivalries, and just everything was amazing about it. If we play Portsmouth every week, I couldn't give a flying toss after a while. I couldn't care. Like, could you imagine Barcelona playing Spurs like every week? I mean, what's the point? Like, no offense, Spurs fans, but. Like, Messi's just going to tear you a new one.
Well, I think it would be like American football, American sports. There'd probably be a salary cap or something, and basically each franchise would try and be like vaguely competitive.
To be fair, if we had a thing where player wages were capped and stuff like that, then this would have never come along in the first place, because it's all about money. The problem is we will reject the Super League and say, look how bad it is for football. But what we won't do is push for player salaries, which essentially causes kits prices to go up, match tickets, and all this kind of stuff. But we won't argue that. That's just football. That's the love of the game. Like, we need to do something, because ticket prices are just going up and up. Shirts are like 55, 60 quid when they come out. But we won't complain about these players that are like 300 grand a week. We won't do that.
I mean, there's no inherent reason for a shirt intrinsically to be £55. I mean, the shirt costs pennies to make, so that's all extracting money from. If I'm very cynical, extracting money for fans. Some of that goes to players, but you could argue that football generally has inflated wages and valuations. Like, the players need to be paid that much money, especially when you compare it to someone who's like a nurse or
people like. Well, that's the thing. They'll argue, well, this is they bring in X amount of money, and and that's why. But it's not fair. It's not fair, really. And that gap between like Premier League and League Two or whatever has never been so big. But we need there has to be something done about player salaries and all that kind of stuff, because it's only going to get worse. But this is the problem. You can complain about the Super League, which was completely wrong. But if you complain about the Super League, but then you're happy enough to pay a full price for a shirt, a season ticket, Sky Sports, Amazon Prime, and BT Sport, you're digging your own grave, to be honest. You're just going to make it worse. Like, it's just the way I see it. There should be a salary cap, and there should always just be one place.
Yeah, but salary cap will only work if it's global over football. Because if we have a salary cap and Italy don't, or Spain don't, then we just won't be competitive because football's international.
Yeah, but I even still like I would. Do you know what I mean? It just drives people away. I would rather we have. I mean, let's look at the Championship, for example. For me, that's the second best league in the world. The Championship is amazing, and you could easily introduce a salary cap in the Championship, and that would never stop me going from the Championship.
But
the Championship
Ollie,
is
if the Championship was
amazing.
so good, it would be televised and people would pay subscriptions for it, and the stadiums wouldn't be half empty.
But I don't think the stadiums are half empty. It's only because it's not televised enough. I think, because unless you support a Championship team or a League One or League Two, you don't really understand how good or how competitive those leagues are. If you've always been a Man United or Liverpool fan or whatever, you never really understand what those leagues are like. They're fantastic. They're amazing. And honestly, you get more games as well. Don't forget that you get 8 more games a season. So yeah, I'd definitely have a salary cap, even if it meant, let's just say, even if it meant you'll get higher quality players in Spain or Italy, whatever. I think it means more to us that we have the best, that we just have affordable games and prices and stuff like that. I'd rather that 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit cynical about it. I see. I mean, if you compare it to like Formula One, the Super League idea. I mean, Formula One is a closed shop for good reasons. No relegation, no promotion, whatever. It's all you have to subscribe to pay-per-view to see every race. They're like George said in chat, it's £100 for McLaren hoodie. So the merchandise are very expensive. But we don't think of Formula One. There's no massive thing for Formula One to go back to free-to-air TV in the UK, for example. Whereas football, I think emotionally is quite powerful, but I think the game has already gone in terms of that direction. It's just there's too much money involved, and the thing that does surprise me is that there was no PR wave for months beforehand to get people on board with the idea. Like, to Arsenal fans, wouldn't you like to play Barcelona and Real Madrid because you might not next season?
Yeah, it was so poorly executed.
And why they didn't get broadcasters on board and get the pundits to go the right way, because they got absolutely 100%. Savage, and basically Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville almost single-handedly took down the Super League.
Well, yeah, they did. Well, I've just seen Steve's comment says you can't put a salary cap on entertainment industry, which is what football is. Well, technically, firstly, it's not entertainment. I'd say it's sport. And if you look at America, they do it well. They have a salary cap in American football in terms of transfers and stuff like that. And they do that. They do it very well. They have a salary cap, and they managed to pull it off. They managed to do that. I know it's practically impossible, but as football fans, we managed. Look what we did with the Super League. Think what we could do if we wanted to cap salaries. We can do it. We just got to all come together and do it, but that's just not going to happen.
It'll only work if people vote with their wallets, and whatever it is, don't go to matches, don't buy subscriptions, and that historically has never worked. You look at Glazers out, look at Kroenke out. It's just, I mean, Glazers out has been a movement for, gosh, I feel old now. 15 years or something? I don't know. When the Glazers bought Man U, and setting up a whole lot of clubs and the yellow and green. I'm a bit cynical about it. I go to West Ham. I pay my season ticket. I don't have Sky personally. I don't have BT.
But yes, you'd get my point. Like, you kind of, if you're paying for all those things, then you're fueling it to be more expensive. In a day, football kind of died in a little bit as well as when Champions League left ITV.
Yeah,
and it went to Sky Sports and BT Sport. I hate the fact that BT Sport's been made, because it's just another thing to have to pay, isn't it? Like, I just hate the fact there's all these different different things you pay for. And can I also say the biggest con in history, or the biggest con is when Sky Sports and BT Sport make you pay for HD. That is
is that a thing?
That is one of the worst things. Honestly, they make you pay an extra £3.
Who's buying Sky Sports and not in HD?
Well, this is the thing. It is an absolute farce. That honestly, the fact even YouTube is completely free. You can watch stuff in 4K completely free. But Sky and BT have the nerve to say you can watch it, but if you want it in HD, you have to pay that £3.50, son.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, okay. You have to pay extra for HD. It's complete and utter farce. It's a joke. The fact they make you do it is just. It's one of the little cons they do. The HD charge, and they'll charge you to watch it in 4K as well. So you get paid, let's say you pay £23 a month for Sky, HD is an extra £3.50, so like 26, 27. 4K is an extra 10, £15. And then you're finding yourself paying like 40, 45 quid
Wow, that is
a month
huge.
for Sky. And then your team might only be on it once that month. And then you've got one game on BT as well. So
yeah, just come and watch Team Rock. It's free to watch here. It'll always be free to watch. So
That's the end of the session. P4.
yeah, well, I didn't know it was that expensive.
Yeah. That's what people moan about. And then if you remember, do you remember Amazon did the Christmas games?
Yeah, I do have Amazon, so I did
And,
see that.
Yeah, if you've got Amazon Prime, it was included, and all the games were in HD.
Which is a good thing.
And it was all online, and it worked beautifully. I genuinely do think in the future that all stuff will move to online. It just makes things easier. I think all the stuff will go online, like Sky and BT. They'll go online eventually, I think.
Yeah, it just seems that the market for football is almost like inexhaustible. People don't get bored of football, and you can extract money out of consumers for it. It's it's a product they sell. It is an entertainment product, ultimately. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if the status quo now is that instead of paying a different broadcaster to watch the Super League, people just continue paying Sky, BT, and whatnot. But...
Yeah. Right, mate. You can't believe this, but I'm actually going to go because Chloe's just come in the room.
Take away.
No, basically, what's happened, mate, is I actually much enjoyed these conversations, but Chloe's said she's either she does the weekly shop on a Friday or Saturday, right? And she doesn't want to do it tomorrow because she thinks it'll be very, very busy, and she's got nothing to do now. So she's come in. She's basically going, "Can we go to the shop now?" I was like, "It's pretty late." She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay, fair enough."
Okay, well, enjoy your shop. If you've got any last-minute snacks, or if they do, I don't think they do chicken balls in supermarkets. Or most good
chicken balls aren't a thing, unfortunately.
No, maybe that's the market we could tap into.
Prime time reduced sandwiches. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
That alone is a reason to go, is it not?
I agree, 100%. And I don't know what the time is. I'm going to have some dinner as well. What's the time? Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. It's meant to stop at 9. Okay, right.
Okay. Amazing.
Right, thank you so much everyone for joining. Let us know in the Discord or in the comments here if you enjoyed actually us just chilling out. We've literally never ever done that before. But if you enjoyed it, we can, we're all set up to stream and everything, so we can do that. But it's been a pleasure. I'm very happy with my last stint. I'll be doing some hours of running before tomorrow, but if we can do that, we're all looking good now. Best of luck for Ollie. We'll be joining you on your stream at 1:20. Did you say?
1:20. It's on my channel now. If you want to schedule it or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know if I've got the link. Hang on.
If you want to if you're a supporter of Team Rock, do free to jump over, give Ollie's stream a like. It will give good momentum for the whole weekend probably. Yeah, we're excited about this. We've known about this since we did Daytona. We knew that the next one was going to be the Ring. So yeah, almost game time, everyone. Thank you so much for the support. We're so lucky we have the best support. It's so lucky to do what we do.
Yeah, I mean, we've literally been sat here just talking about football stuff and getting passionate about films.
Yeah.
And trust me, White Chicks is god awful.
Okay, I'll see if Rory slides in my DMs and like, you've got to watch it.
You'll hate it. It's terrible.
Stevie G, 1:20 p.m. tomorrow UK time. But Ollie, I think you've just posted your link, right?
I posted a link to the live stream. The lobby opens at 1, but it's 30 minutes practice before. If we enter and it's only like 5 minutes practice, I'll start stream early. But I'll check the race at 11 p.m. tonight to see what it is. Yeah. In terms of how they'd host it, because it'll be the same for us, and then I'll adjust it accordingly.
Okay. All right, mate. I'm going to end the stream.
Let's continue. Let's go. Right. Yeah. No worries, mate. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, chat. Thanks, everyone.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to end it now, and we'll see you on Ollie's stream tomorrow. If you want to catch up with us, we'll be in the Discord. We'll be reporting back on what we see in the race tonight and tomorrow morning. But otherwise, thank you very much for the support, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, everyone.
Right, mate. I'm going to pop down to the shops.
All right. Let's jump off there.
There was a wild ride. I know at the start you were curious, but my goodness, that was fast and furious. All the intensity we had, we've come to the end, now that's too bad. But the energy threw books off the shelf, and we hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Enjoyed yourselves. We will go all the way, it's not about the trend. Keep going now, keep going till we reach the end. Till we reach the end. If you had a good time being part of this journey, and the thrill is now making you thirsty, if you want to keep seeing the action, then just drop us a like so you can come back for more. If you're new here, we welcome you with a smile. If you like what you saw, just hit subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you tuning in to see Accurate Thought. Join us for the next part. Hope to see you again soon.